Boom.
Well, hello. It's not live on the screen yet.
How do you
There
feel?
it is.
How do you feel? Turn this on and see if it put the sound on. Make sure the sound is decent.
All right, let's see.
Let's see. Test, test, test. We're live.
Hold on.
Welcome everybody. King Rob in the chat already. Welcome everybody. King Rob in the chat already.
Testing my microphone.
It's echoing.
Testing my microphone. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, but wasn't it echoing? It wasn't echoing?
Dummy, because the sound from this was going. It's a delay.
All right. So we're
Jesus
live.
Christ.
Here we go. We just saw Trezano have the most, 30-27. Do you agree with that?
That 30-27 was complete nonsense. So obviously Dan was right. Ludovic Klein's a lot.
Well, first of all, we need to intro the channel.
Okay.
Do you want to give the whole spiel?
This is your thing.
I know. I'm trying to let you intro the channel. Go ahead and intro the channel. Hey,
All
what
right,
are we
well,
doing? This
my
is the stream.
name is Angelo. Welcome to We Want Picks.
Camera's up here.
This is the only channel dedicated to UFC fight picks, DraftKings lineups, run by professional fighters and MMA insiders. If you have never been here before, we take this very seriously. I have managed fighters for 15 plus years. Dan Kramer, who's not here, but the super handsome one in the videos, he was on The Ultimate Fighter, fought in the UFC, fought in Bellator. And Nick Newell, who is not here, he's not here because he's training. He fights at Bellator on June 11th. They just announced that the other day. And Jacob is just our buddy.
No, I announced my fight. When's my fight?
I'll smack you probably about an hour and a half.
All right. And then you'll get double-legged on top of that.
So if you've never been here before, we do full fight breakdowns. We do full DraftKings lineups. We do a full betting guide. And we do Monkey Knife Fight picks. And if you don't know Monkey Knife Fight, just pay attention because this is what's going to happen. I was thinking about this today. When we did our full betting guide, we're taking odds. I'm doing props to get plus 200 odds and things like that. But every single pick in Monkey Knife Fight is plus 300. Every single one.
It really is.
So I'm like playing games to get plus 200 out of people. And it's like, oh, first round stoppage will get me plus 200. But if I just spent that exact same amount of money in Monkey Knife Fight and picked the over-under significant strike line, I'm winning three times plus 300. And we just checked. I'm killing it right now.
Killing
Monkey
it.
Fight Night.
There's the chat. Chat's live right now. How are you guys doing? Does everything look good, sound good? Let us know if something doesn't sound good, if there's an echo, if anything's going on.
Yeah, that sucks, Canadian RSK. So here's the thing. We got a tip early before anybody announced it, before anybody knew that the Hebos Hill fight was canceled. So we got a phone call, we got a tip, and they're like, you can share the information, but be really careful how you share it because this is the person giving us the tip. I don't want my spot to get blown up. So we posted that the fight's dropping, change your lineups, but we waited. So we tried to give you like 3 hours or so because I was hoping somebody else would leak it first because I didn't want to leak it. It'd be pretty obvious where it came from. But we tried to get on the Facebook page, the Facebook group. I posted it in just random other public groups, and then we also posted it here and on Twitter. So hopefully not too many of you got stuck with Hill or Hebos in your lineup because that
sucks if you did.
Yeah.
But it paid off for me because I had Klein in my lineup, and then I had to switch everything around. I took Hebos out, and then I didn't have enough money because I wanted what were the values there? Because she was 8,800, and then there was like 8,900. And then there was somebody at 9,000. All the people that I had right there, I think I had the underdog picked. So I had to completely redo my lineup. So I took Klein out of my lineup, and a lot of people are saying that Klein got screwed. We were like setting up the stream.
Yeah, we weren't paying close enough
like,
attention, but
half paying attention. But 30-27, I mean, seems especially with the 4 takedowns. I mean, 30-27 is like.
Yeah, Dan's celebrating right now in text message
everything
with
sounds
us.
good. Jacob's mic might be a little better, but everything sounds okay. Angelo is cut off a bit as well on the video. Yeah, well, we don't. I mean, that's by design there.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh Jesus! I just got elbowed.
Toughen up.
Elbowed
Yeah,
in the
all right, that should be
face.
better. So, David Ramon said Angelo and Jacob in the same room, this could get toxic. And it will, because I'm drinking. And it'll be interesting to see if Jacob still has that false sense of security.
Yo, King Rob, when you say my mic might be a little better, does it need to be better, or is it sounds better than last time? Let me know. But yeah, We're doing this together, live, in charge. And we're going to keep the animosity, for sure.
So I'm pulling up my monkey knife fight picks. I hit Chukwu Park, less on Chukwu, more on Park. So I hit that for triple my money. I did more Klein, more Trezano. It is still totaling, so I don't know.
Love
And
the
then,
hat.
I have a
This
bunch
is my Nick Newell hat, right? He's a Tommy Hilfiger guy?
Yeah. Nick Newell's a Tommy Hilfiger
So it's my
model.
Tommy Hilfiger hat. Boom. Easy peasy.
Yeah, Nick's really got. So for you guys who don't know who Nick is, Google him. He's the fighter with one arm. Featured, we say ESPN Top 10. He's been on ESPN multiple times. He was on a wild win streak before he lost to Justin Gaethje. I think it was 13-0 with 12 first-round stoppages or something absurd. Then, we went up to Florida or down to Florida, and he lost to Justin Gaethje. But Nick's got a lot of stuff going on. I mean, he's fighting in Bellator. He runs a gym, and he's got a genuine big Bellator contract. It's not – Bellator is interesting because they just go from local city to local city. They'll scoop up local fighters and then get them to sell tickets, and that pays for everybody else. But Nick has an actual Bellator contract, so he's fighting in a month. He's a Tommy Hilfiger model, so his latest collection, I don't know what you want to call it, will be out soon. And he has a movie. So we did a movie last year. The kid from Teen Wolf on MTV is playing him. Kevin Pollak is playing his coach. So the movie's done, and they sold it. We're just waiting to see what the distribution is. So he's a busy dude. So he's not here as much as the rest of us, but he's busy.
Yeah, everyone's saying that Klein got screwed. I'd like to look at the actually, we can go back and look at these stats. I'll pull these up, and we can talk about this, honestly, because let me pull up these stats, because you guys are saying Klein got screwed. We were setting up a stream, so we didn't really watch it in depth. But looking at these stats, I mean, he was outstruck almost 2-1. Let me pull up these stats for you guys so we can go over it together, and we'll see what Angela thinks about these as well.
And somebody asked, will Monkey Knife Fight return the money for the fights that didn't happen? Yeah, 100%. That'll be that when the card is over is when they'll pay out and refund and stuff like that. And you'll get individual emails, which is funny that they do it that way. But I wake up on Sundays and I get 10 different emails for every single fight that I hit.
I can't believe that Trezano won. One judge had it 30-27 when he got taken down 4 times. You would think there would be at least one round there.
100%. You know me. I'm very biased towards takedowns.
I mean, he was outstruck 2-1, but yeah, this seems like I think Trezano probably did win, but a 30-27 seems a little weird.
We were setting this up, so I wasn't paying really close attention. But what I did see was Trezano was doing better on the feet than Klein was, but then got taken down and controlled. And I guess that last round he almost had the guillotine. So,
is it guillotine or is it guillotine?
I'm from Connecticut. I say all my letters, so guillotine.
Because I always thought it was guillotine, but then Dan started saying guillotine, and I don't think.
I think guillotine is the machine.
You started saying guillotine. You always said guillotine until we started doing this with Dan, and then Dan started saying guillotine, and then all of a sudden you started saying guillotine. That's all I've noticed.
Yeah. Okay. Because you and I had a ton before we did this, just a ton of conversations where the word guillotine came up.
The takedowns were mute. He didn't do much with them, but I feel Klein definitely got screwed. Yeah, so it sounds like a lot of people thought he got screwed, which is good for me because I took him out of my lineup, so I don't really care. So, and we actually, before this Hawes fight starts, this main card's going to be wild because they jam-packed 6 fights into the main card. So the prelims, there's a lot of downtime, but now it's going to be like back to back,
yeah.
especially if some of these are finishers. So let's just go to the let's go to this, and then we'll look at the DraftKings real quick.
I am Willie's winning. That's our buddy Willie Wang.
Hold on. There we go. Okay.
And that's my lineup, Willie.
Oh my God, is it really?
That's my lineup.
So unfortunately for Willie, he's not going to
2-1 because Klein, I think he got robbed from.
Yeah. So
10 minutes I saw.
Willie's feeling good, but obviously he's not going to win because it is Angela's lineup, and Angela does not win very often. So you're looking good to start, but you're probably fade just like Angelo. So.
I did look good in my 20s. So Dan is texting us nonstop. I was right about Park. I was right about Trezano. So, I mean, he wasn't right. Like, he still said Klein will win, but then he did say this is a much closer fight. Trezano's very, very good in his feet. This isn't the blowout everybody thinks he is. So he was 100% correct about that. And the park thing, I didn't have
First
parking.
of all, Trezano, I told you guys
Here we go.
about the training partner. He has
my
the
God.
training partner. His training partner beat Dan Ige. You guys made me look. Even Dan was like, no, Dan had my back. He said that kind of means something.
Yeah, drunk, sarcastic Dan. What a useless fact. What a
Useless. If you would have taken that to heart, you probably would have taken Klein out of your lineup.
Okay.
And you'd be in a much better position
Yeah,
than you are now.
Trezano's training partner beat somebody in the UFC. Whoa. Wow. Oh, my goodness.
Somebody.
Wow.
Dan Ige.
Oh.
15-3, Dan Ige.
So
Maybe 15-2.
So should I just rattle off
Might be his only loss.
everybody who trains with somebody
Dan
good
Ige
that isn't good?
Dan Ige is actually undefeated, but this guy still beat him.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's how that goes. How do you think this... I keep pressing the button on my mic. How do you think this... I don't mute it. I just changed the range. The Hawes Dawkins. Because this is... Do you have Hawes in your lineup?
No. No, I picked Hawes to win.
I ended up picking Dawkins when the Rebus fight dropped. So this is the one I had Dawkins originally, and then I didn't feel good about it. But now I'm so confident in Dawkins winning this fight. It's crazy.
So David Raymond, let me just... Ramon. I'm so sorry.
Unreal.
He
He does it again, I'll smack him in the mouth.
That's Raymond. Anyway,
I'll smack him in the mouth.
you said, do you think Nick will be in the UFC soon? So here's the thing, and a lot of people ask that question. Nick makes... I manage Nick. I manage Dan. And a bunch of other people. Nick makes really good money. So Bellator really takes care of him. And Bellator is a phenomenal company. They really take care of their people.
This isn't your daddy's Bellator.
No, they genuinely take care of us. Even little things like, hey, can we get an extra room? My coach is going to show up on this day. Can I get another flight? Like, they really genuinely take care of us. And their fights stream, the undercard's on YouTube. The main card's now on Showtime, but it was on Paramount. So there's a lot of eyes on Bellator. They pay really, really well. Even if the UFC was like, Nick, we'll take you tomorrow, they wouldn't pay a third of what Bellator pays him. And Nick did fight in the UFC. He fought on the Contender Series. He fought Alex Munoz. I'm bad with names. Yeah, Munoz.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he fought Alex Munoz, like a D1 multiple-time national champion wrestler, the head coach at Team Alpha Male for wrestling, and he was taken down and just held. They just held him down. But Dana White set that fight up like that.
But still almost won the fight.
Yeah, with the guillotine. But
the guillotine. Now it's guillotine again. Okay.
And the UFC set that up for Nick to lose. They didn't want Nick in there because Nick has one arm, and if Nick loses and it's bad, it's a weird spot for them to be in, and they just didn't want to deal with that. And we give Bellator all the credit in the world. They don't care. They see talent. Nick's good looking. He's entertaining. He's got
Good
a
looking
fan base.
is Phil Hawes right here with the blonde hair. You like that blonde hair?
Kevin Randleman. Who in the chat knows Kevin Randleman in that reference I just made?
And this is an interesting fight to start the card with, because this is the one that we very much disagree on, I think.
Yeah, so my
Oh,
analysis...
yeah, we just got a super chat
Oh, thank you,
from
Joey.
Joe. Have both fights on tonight, UFC on
Yeah,
one
the
TV,
Canelo
boxing
fight, that's... Sorry.
No, fight Canelo versus Sanders card should be a fun stream tonight. So you have 3 windows open, right? Us,
What's wrong with you?
and then the 2 fights.
Us, okay.
There you go.
The Canelo fight's in Dallas. Not that I would have gone, but it is
We live in
interesting.
Dallas. That's why he said that. Some people might not know where we live.
Yeah.
Just outside of Dallas. But yeah, we're getting ready to... I mean, this main card's getting ready to open up here. Phil Hawes, who do you guys think is going to win? Hey, members, haven't seen any emojis. We got these emojis for you guys. And I haven't seen any emojis, so it's very interesting.
There's more on the way. Fiverr's working on them.
Oh, we're on the phone. Oh, we take up the whole phone. Oh, we're getting ready to start right here, guys. Let me switch over to fight stats.
Yeah, and my analysis on this one was Phil Hawes is the better striker. Phil Hawes is the better wrestler. He doesn't have good cardio. All he has to do to not lose
There's the emojis. There's the emojis.
is to not shoot desperate takedowns. So we'll see if I'm right.
I think Dawkins is going to choke this guy out in the first round. Oh, my God. He just got...
That's
He just got...
That stiff jab.
I mean, I didn't realize how big Dawkins is. I mean, his brother is the heavyweight, but...
Well, your computer's working hard.
What was that? What was that little stop there?
I don't know. So it's
There's the first
here we
takedown
go.
tip. I said he would get
Wow,
caught.
right for the neck. Came over the
Oh, a
top.
little slip there. That was a weird slip.
So Phil Hawes, stupid, interesting fact. My neighbor when I used to live in Florida. My neighbor's from Iowa. And Phil Haas is his daughter's baby daddy. Great guy. I only heard he's an amazing dude.
Wait, what did you just say?
My neighbor.
Like your neighbor right out here?
No, when I lived in Florida, my neighbor who's from Iowa, his daughter, Phil Haas is the daughter's baby daddy.
Got it.
And he said Phil Haas is he was telling me about Phil Haas before he was even on The Ultimate Fighter, like years ago.
Well, I mean,
Good
look at the
dude,
guy.
getting into MMA, big prospect,
That was
great
a weird,
wrestler.
That was a weird little takedown attempt by Dawkins there.
And
Oh, there you go. He's trying to chase that choke. Good job getting a position by Hawes there. As far as I'm concerned, Lock of the Week is undefeated. Hey, you're gonna see tonight. I really think that Neil Magny tonight is gonna be he's really gonna show the Lock of the Week and what the Lock of the Week's all about. I picked Dawkins on Topology, but I played Hawes in my DraftKings lineup. I mean, he's trying to get choked out right now. And man, if I just called this, I mean, he literally might get choked out right here. I don't know.
nah, he's inside control.
Oh, nice little reverse. Oh, what is this? Chasing Anaconda? Hadars? I mean, he's gonna get choked down the first round.
It's nothing. Anaconda.
Yeah, but now the wrestler's on his back. This guy's on top.
Yeah, it's not
Here's the
great.
head and arm. I mean, this guy's in trouble. Now he's gassing. He's on bottom, fighting for his life. He's gonna gas. I mean,
didn't touch
Dawkins
it.
was the right pick. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing for you guys.
Yeah, the back of the hair is interesting, Joe. Unless it's on purpose, and it was like
That's why I thought it was like
A
a
symbol.
I thought there was like something shaved into it, but I couldn't tell what it was. Because usually it's like real close, but it's like long and now he's got his back.
Dawkins, man.
What an animal this guy is.
So if you're not watching, Dawkins is like a little spider monkey climbing all over. And but Phil Haas got back to his feet, and Dawkins
Shooting a
shoots
takedown of his own.
a desperate takedown with no setup. 'Cause
Desperate.
He doesn't want to stand. Desperate, like, I don't want to get hit in the face again. He doesn't want to stand. He literally, they stood up, he bent at the knees and just reached for legs.
I think this is the under I have on Monkey Knife Fight here. But what was Hawes' number? Was he the one that had like 20?
I'll tell you now.
I can't remember.
Tell you now. Anybody that doesn't do Monkey Knife Fight, we
He
talked
almost
about
got
it
Von
before.
Fluted for a second. Can you confirm that?
Von Flu choke.
Is that where you put the shoulder in the neck?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, he's
Oh,
dude,
man, I'm so
he's
smart.
he's a dude from The Ultimate Fighter who just did that twice and then they named it after him.
Oh my God, I'm so smart. Dawkins looking for his own takedown. This is where you got to worry about Phil Hawes' cardio here because he's not doing much on
Yes,
his back
this is
against the
exhausting.
fence. And then this whole first round, he wasn't really able to strike. So we'll see what the gas tank looks like here going in.
So I'm trying to see. I don't think I played this one.
Complete control by Dawkins against the cage. Don't body shots too. These body shots are going to eat at the cardio as well.
So I hit.
He just tried to muscle him down there. That's not going to work against Hawes. Not this early.
No, I hit the Park and Chikwu Monkey Knife Fight line. I missed the Klein Trevano one. I went over on Klein and he did not because of all the wrestling.
Yeah.
He didn't throw more.
Yeah, that is weird that he did the wrestling. He must have. I saw early in the fight he got countered, and he must have respected that counter and thought, I think I can just go ahead and out-wrestle this guy. Because we thought that he was going to be the much better striker in that fight. The much better striker.
Joe, I said Dawkins was a spider monkey. So I'm good.
So Phil Hawes spent 3 minutes of this round, one of it on his back, and 2 minutes of it defending this takedown that still has not happened. But this is all, this plays perfectly into Dawkins' game plan. He threatened the submission. He reversed the position, threatened the submission twice, and then put Hawes on his back the rest of the round.
Hawes just cracked him for some space, though. Listen, Hawes' cardio is going to be the issue here. Because if he has full cardio and he keeps his power, he'll be fine. That's a tricky round. A very tricky round.
Well, that was Dawkins' round. Dawkins is up 1-0.
It's close, but I bet with the judges, somebody had it the other way.
No.
That 30-27 judge has it the other way.
Pretty clear.
All right, we'll see.
Did you know that that Nchekwu fight, a judge had it 28-28?
Which round was the draw?
It must have been, he got the point taken
Well,
away
there was
from
the point taken away, so he had the round for the other
But
dude.
still, I watched that fight. I thought Park just absolutely dominated that fight. One judge had it 30-25 for Park. and then a judge had it 28-28 for Nchekwu, which means he had Nchekwu winning the fight if there wasn't the point taken away.
So I have a question for you guys. Jacob does these live streams, and he usually just sits here and complains about me.
Joe, love that emoji, baby.
Complains about me and sings songs and talks about his spit. I have a couple quick questions. How many of you subscribe to the channel for just the DraftKings piece, or just the fight breakdowns, or just the bets, versus for all of it? We're trying to figure out which piece is sort of the backbone to all of it. So let us know in the comments.
This is Angelo taking over the stream.
Oh, yeah.
He's like using it for research and development. It's supposed to be like
That's
a fun
literally
thing.
what it's supposed
It's like it's supposed to be a fun thing, and you're like throwing like
God
a question,
forbid
like a
you find
questionnaire.
out-
Hey, before you guys have fun and watch the fights, fill out this questionnaire real quick. It's just 25 questions. Should only take 45
I
minutes.
just need your social security number, and we'll go ahead and get that questionnaire off.
I mean, he's really trying to jump on that choke. Anytime Hawes comes in on any type of takedown, Dawkins is just trying to grab his neck, which could put him in a bad position. I mean, he hit with a spinning back fist afterwards. Oh, look at this! Oh my God, he got him hurt! Dawkins getting a finish.
He's not gonna.
That was like a 9-punch combo, and he was staggering. I think Hawes is already exhausted.
Canadian arcade.
Oh, tried to muscle the takedown.
So what you missed while Jacob was screaming like a lunatic, Dawkins throws a high head kick. Phil Hawes ducks underneath it, and as he's coming back up, Dawkins hits him with a spinning back fist, which wobbled his knees a bit. Dawkins landed a quick combo, but now Hawes is back in control against the cage.
This is where you talked about fight IQ, as far as Hawes right now should kind of use this position to catch his breath. And instead
100%.
of trying to, like, now he's getting reversed because he was throwing knees, and now now he might get taken down on his own. So he should have just used that position just to catch his breath.
100%.
Nine piece and a biscuit. That's funny. No, I agree. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. No takedown, separation here. The issue is going to be if Dawkins. Oh my God, he's piecing him up. Phil Hawes is not moving his head. The issue is going to be if Dawkins continues to strike because he had the success striking. I mean, he's just throwing ones and twos and hitting them, but you don't want to strike with Hawes, right? I mean, he's winning the striking battle, but Hawes is already exhausted. New here, guys. Love the setup. Killer in the blue hat. Lemon green still over from earlier video. Hey, appreciate it, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. I'm trying to see how many guys. Ooh, a little body shot by Hawes there. And if you guys know, we're at Angelo's house right now, so we did it a little bit different. Angelo wanted to be a part of the stream, so here we are. We made him a part of the stream, much to my chagrin, but he wanted to be a part of it, so he's a part of it. Dawkins again controlling this round. 2.5 minutes left. Hawes gets chicken legs pretty often. I wondered if that was that looked like it was half stunned and half exhaustion. Because I think he is already exhausted. You can tell the way he's just kind of laboring against the fence. You guys have a total John Anik DC commentary vibe? Okay, Aaron. Who is who? Am I Anik? Because I think of myself as more of a DC. I think of myself as more of a Bisping, honestly. As long as Dawkins keeps using his length and jabs, he can win an outside striking battle, right? Oh, do I have a bet on this? I have Dawkins by submission, right? Let me check. Yeah, I have Dawkins by submission. So I'm glad he's beating him up, and I assume he's going to chase that submission once he gets him tired. Because I don't think Dawkins can get tired here. Angelo saw those big donations last week and wants to be a part of the weekend. That's funny. Yeah, because Dan did the one, but addressed it to the People's Champ, which I did get that money. So if Dan should be in the chat here pretty soon. Nice little slip there by Dawkins. Dawkins doesn't look too energetic himself. Maybe he's just taking a little breather here because he's been working hard too, keeping Hawes against the fence, but he's on his back foot here. Late to the chat, Giussano with the steal. Nice judge. Shake my head. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that Klein, and there you go. Hawes just got hitting the nuts there. A lot of people say that Klein got screwed. We were setting up the stream and stuff, so we didn't really see. But with the 4 takedowns, we looked at the stats. It seemed like it could have been closer than definitely 30-27. Good stuff, fellas. Love the setup. Dunchichi, what's up, man? How you doing tonight? I appreciate it. This is Angelo. So if you guys watch our breakdown videos and stuff, this is Angelo's office. So we're at Angelo's house right now. Let me resume this timer here. Hawes actually doesn't look too bad here. Looks like he's got his win. He's hitting some strikes. Dawkins on his back foot. Dawkins actually looks like the winded fighter. I think these body shots are hurting Dawkins. He's trying to get takedowns of his own. This is actually kind of interesting. That was a nasty kick to the knee. That almost turned Hawes' knee backwards. I think I'm going to lose my monkey knife fight play on this because I think I had less on both of these guys. Let me check it real quick. Park got 2 nut checks and an eye jab. That one nut check by Nchekwu when he was like in that guillotine was like, that was bad. That was like, I'm in a guillotine. Let me get out of here by kicking him in the nuts. So, yeah, you hate to see that. Let me look at my monkey knife fights here. I did have more. No, I had more or less. So I had more for Hawes and less for Dawkins, but they just put the strikes on the screen. The screen. I don't think it's going well. I think Phil Hawes won that round. Dan gets promoted and technology instantly improves. Awesome. Hey, man. He put us in our place. He's number 1 now, so he's telling us what to do. I had to drive 45 minutes to Angelo's house just to live stream. Hall's turning it on. Yeah, that's actually pretty surprising because he looked. I forgot to do the timer there. He looked like he was already gassing in the middle of the second round, but maybe it was just an adrenaline dump and he got a second win. As I was taught in boxing, if you get the body shots going and slow down your opponent, a lot more opportunities windows open for your strikes. Yeah, I mean, it looks like surprising. It looked like Dawkins was going to the body early on Hawes, which makes sense. But it looked like Hawes actually returned the favor, and it started going to the body. He's got 36 body shots on Dawkins compared to the 12. This is a tough fight to call. I have a feeling that one judge is going to score it for Hawes, cause Dawkins isn't going to do much on the cage. Monkey knife fight question. Lima 26.5 and Green 17.5. More or less? You want to answer that? You want to take that?
I'm catching up. Give me a second.
No, I handled all the comments, but that last one, you can talk about the monkey knife fight with Green and Lima because those are low totals on there. And Hawes, and just so you know, because you weren't watching, I think Hawes has got his second win. I think he won that second round.
So he took care of his cardio issues. I have kids. And one of them came stomping through the front door after playing at the neighbors, demanding things. So that's why I walked off. All right, what's the monkey knife fight question?
Yeah, this person has a 1919. They're showing the tweets on the screen. I agree. I think it's 1-1 right now.
Yeah, that would be awesome because, like I said, I think my analysis was that Phil Hawes
chasing the guillotine again.
Well, and this is what I said Phil Hawes shouldn't do is when he's tired, shoot to get a break because that's when he can get in trouble.
I think he's tired though.
And then he's definitely working his cardio issues, but I mean, we're in the third round. This may be the best cardio he's ever had. Then. Oh,
but he's chasing. He's nasty on the ground. I mean, he's chasing arm bars. He's chasing triangles. I mean, he is. I mean, look at these long legs. If they were a little bit drier, I think he would have had something there. I think he was just slipping off a little bit. I mean, this is where Dawkins is very, very comfortable. Even on his back, this is where he's because he was hitting those. He was eating those body shots. He had success striking, but I think he would, even on bottom here, I think he would rather be here to try and chase something.
So I bet you know what? I bet Phil Hawes' cardio is better because this is mostly
because of the blonde hair?
Yeah, well, that. But this is mostly grappling. That's obviously his background, and I'm sure he did nothing but train jiu-jitsu for this camp. And as a grappler, you're training grappling, you have that kind of cardio. But when he's striking and he's tense and he's nervous, that will use up your gas tank a lot faster.
He just cut Dawkins open with an elbow. So I lied. I don't think Dawkins wants to be here right now because Phil Hawes is controlling this fight and just elbowing him in the face. So
yes, Canelo is fighting tonight. QOQ cake.
So I'm just hoping that Dawkins 3 minutes left on his back and find a way to get the submission win so I can win my bet, win the DraftKings. And feeling good about this. This actually might work in my favor with Monkey Knife Fight for more or less because I had more for Hawes and less on Dawkins at 49.5. What do the strikes say right now for Dawkins? He's at 34. So right now I have my Monkey Knife Fight. If it ends the way it is, I'm going to triple up on my Monkey Knife Fight play. So go me.
Let me see what I took there. I don't know if Hawes is still at Jackson Wink. Obviously, he started his career there, but he's an interesting dude because he was a phenomenal wrestler, but he had some bumps in the road early. like didn't even do well in the Ultimate Fighter, and then he started to put it together later. So and now it looks like he's addressed his cardio issues.
Yeah,
So I mean, Phil Hawes is a legit problem. He survived some pretty intense grappling exchanges.
He almost went the full mount there.
He survived getting rocked. We watched him get rocked.
I mean, he is just beating the crap out of Dawkins right now.
He looks fantastic. He should have been in my lineup.
You know,
I picked him to win.
You know what's funny is we thought he might not struggle in the grappling, but maybe that would be where he shouldn't really be, I guess, because Dawkins, that's what he's known for, is his jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
but where he struggled the most was the striking. He was losing all the striking exchanges.
Yeah, my issue was going to be if Phil Hawes gets tired, then leans on his wrestling to just shoot a shot, let me get it to the ground, take a breath. That would be a problem for him, but that he hasn't really done that.
And I mean, Dawkins looks like he's exhausted right now. He can't even get a hip escape. I mean, he can't even do anything right now.
It looks like I didn't play this fight.
Well, I'm about to cash out big on this one. Big.
You went over Dawkins, under?
No, I went
Hawes?
over Hawes because he had like 20 something, and I went under Dawkins at like 40 something. I think is what it was. 49.5 on Dawkins.
Overrated in Chukwu. I took him out. I took Chukwu out of my lineup, and I actually put in Park, and that's because Angela Hill dropped, and I only had so much money to work with, so I swapped Hill for Park, and that worked out for me.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I put Dawkins in my lineup when the Hebos fight dropped. I had to rework my entire lineup, so I didn't feel great about it, but I did end up putting Dawkins back into my lineup. So he didn't get any takedowns, only got 34 significant strikes, so that's not going to score well for me.
Is my mic echoing? Somebody mentioned that. Is it just a Bez, or is it everybody hears that? I'm very loud.
Very loud. Yeah, so it looks like Phil Hawes is definitely going to win this fight. You know, it would be interesting because Phil Hawes, I think he won the second, but it could be it could have been 2-0. I mean, Dawkins, because he was looking very controlling in that second round, and then it comes down to, was that a 10-8? You hate 10-8s.
Last round, 10-8s are hard.
But that was a lot of damage. I mean, he literally he probably threw 100 strikes there in the third round.
Yeah, 10-8s are hard.
Go full screen here.
I don't know if that was a 10-8, that third round. It definitely could have been. So there's the new scoring made 10-8s a lot easier to get. Back in the day, a 10-8 round was like...
One judge will have 30-27 Dawkins. You're probably right.
Back in the day, a 10-8 round was like you should have died and didn't. Now a 10-8 round, they are easier to get. But I just think that was a dominant round. I don't think that was like a complete one-sided beating. I don't think that was enough to be a 10-8.
Turn my mic down a little bit.
Angelo sounds robotic. I guess what's up with my mic, man?
I don't know. It says there's a little bit of an echo chamber. No surprise. I turned everything down just a little bit, but we'll see if it works. You probably just need to turn your gain down a little bit so it doesn't pick up everything. Yeah, this decision is going to be interesting, guys. We'll see what comes of this. I assume it's going to be Hawes 29-28, but I wouldn't be surprised if a judge has it 29-28 Dawkins. I was about to say a little echo from Angela.
All right, I lowered the gain. How we doing? Is that better?
Let me see.
It might be my microphone picking up you, or you picking up me. Lower your gain.
Well, I lowered my mic, but yeah, I lowered like this. I just don't want to be too quiet.
It's that's so funny, Dunchichi. We've talked about that in the past, and we're gonna do some videos like, you know, top 5 mistakes people make in DraftKings, and, you know, DraftKings for beginners, and, you know, whatever.
And Jacob, what's happened?
Tips for DraftKings, stuff like that. So, Janchichi, you said you were going to put Hawes in your lineup.
It was a split, I think. Or no, one.
Nice.
Dawkins looks like sick of himself. And that's a big win by Hawes. He was the underdog coming in. That's a very, very impressive win. Answered a lot, because he looked like he was hitting that wall in the second round, and then came back and just absolutely dominated that third round.
Yeah, he definitely answered cardio questions.
Dominated that third round.
So, Janchichi, you said you didn't put Hawes in your lineup because you would have had $800 left over. And it's funny because I do that too sometimes, right? I'll build my lineup, be like, that's a lot of money. Should I have this much money left? But that's kind of a trap because it really doesn't matter, right? If you have 6 people that you think are going to win and score a ton of points, it doesn't matter. But it is funny to see the money that's left over.
Sounds better, so we fixed something. So.
Yeah, it was probably my gain.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
This, you know what it is? This microphone's like really nice, and yours is awful. So you talking loud, mine picks it up.
Well, your mic was the one that was having issues, not mine. So that doesn't make any sense to
He
me.
said echo chamber because it's picking up.
Yeah. What were the scorecards on that? Because we didn't hear it. You said there was a 10-8 round by all three judges. So the scorecards would have been 29-26.
I don't know. Listen, I'm not listening to that. J2 Fly mentioned me and Dan.
If Dan and Angelo scrap, there has to be rounds and time. That's
So
foolish
this is
not to.
here. Let me give you. We got time between the next fight. So I managed Dan. Dan's a professional fighter, but Dan and I started training around the same time. I wrestled my whole life. Dan played hockey his whole life. Then I'm like 2 years older than Dan, so I'm not much older than him.
45 and 43.
Yeah. And then we started training at the same place. Dan made it onto the Ultimate Fighter as an amateur. He wasn't even a pro. Made it onto the Ultimate Fighter, came back, and was like, hey, I think I need a manager. And then, Angelo, you're not an idiot. Can you help me out? So then I started helping him out, ended up managing him. So we have a very competitive, type background. And recently, I forget what the argument was. He calls me fat all the time. And we got into some argument, and I was like, dude, I will beat you in a submission grappling match. It's that simple. Actually, I started with a wrestling match. I said, I'll beat you in a wrestling match. And he said, well, let's make it submission grappling. So we're going to do it. I got to stop drinking and lose a little weight. But J2 Fly, you said there needs to be rounds. And so here's the thing with submission grappling. There's not necessarily rounds. It's usually 1 10-minute round, and that's it. So I don't think there necessarily needs to be rounds, but Dan wanted it to be unlimited time. And that's absurd. Dan's the former professional athlete. He's in great shape.
Just stop for a second.
Okay.
We have a super chat from Joe. That's, I think, his second one.
That's to pay for my medical bills.
No, I don't think it is. Angelo, can you read that super chat if you don't mind? That's a second super chat from Joe tonight. If you don't mind, read that and read it in the way that you should read it.
My screen auto corrects the word Jacob to just a poop emoji, so I don't know what that says.
You're really gonna piss off the people.
What did you say that you're the GOAT? What did you say?
You're really gonna piss off the people. If you can just read that out loud in the way that she says it in the movie, we would really appreciate that.
Oh, I can't do. My wife is Southern and has a Southern accent. I can't do fake Southern accents. She'll come in here with a rolling pin and crack me over the head. But thank you, Joe.
That
it's
ain't
very
no
appreciated.
gas. That's what it's gonna be.
I hope Tiffany is walking by and hears you do that and just busts in this door. But thank you very much, Joe.
Now that Dan has been promoted, he has less time to train. They did notice. They said, look at this. Dan was promoted, and now we got the dual stream.
Yeah.
Everything's set up real nice.
Yeah, Dan,
Technology improved.
we promoted Dan. He had nothing to do with the technology. Dan can barely turn his computer on. I'm pretty sure his phone has actual buttons. Like he has a BlackBerry. So Dan is not the technology guy, but we did give him a little bump. People wanted more of him. We gave him a little more Dan.
Who do we got here? Lock of the week emojis from Joe. Loving those emojis, guys. This is the Gregor Gillespie fight. We all have Gregor on this one. Except
Yes.
I just want to put it out there that Fajeda, did I put a bet on him with the submission? I think I did. I meant to if I didn't. If he gets a submission, don't be surprised. I didn't.
Yeah,
oh, my God. My parlay's already over. Oh, my parlay got destroyed.
What a bum, dude.
Dawkins and Klein lost.
What a bum. You were very high on Dawkins. I was surprised. And obviously he looked good in this fight, so I don't want to dog him, but you were like unreasonably high on Dawkins.
He's very, very good. He was the favorite in the fight. I'm not the only one that thought he was going to win. Everyone thought he was going to win.
Yeah, but it was the cardio was the only reason people were questioning Phil Hawes. I don't think anybody.
Dan followed you on Twitter. I don't know if Dan follows me on Twitter.
That's so funny.
That son of a...
That is. Dan probably doesn't follow you on Twitter. It's so Dan's much more reserved. So Dan literally is like, I'm going to wait before I start pushing on Twitter. Let me just wait before I start reusing my Facebook and stuff. Because, so Dan's, trained at American Top Team forever. And like an old school American Top Team guy. And
JT Fly, it's like 210. Good.
and is really, really close with all of those guys. And, you know, but he's had some kids. He's been away for a little bit. He's working. So he just went back and started training again. He's like, listen, I don't want to necessarily start tweeting and pushing just yet because I don't want the people at the gym thinking I'm coming back just for this stuff. So he's waiting before he really engages in Twitter because he doesn't want to seem disingenuous. So if he followed you, that's a big move because I don't know. He's not doing much on there. I think he's just reinstalling it on his phone.
First of all, before this fight starts, we just want to thank everyone. I think this is the most viewers we've ever. We got like over 20 viewers now. If you guys could and don't mind, like the stream because it helps everybody out. It helps you guys out. There's more people in the chat. Just right now, there's like 8 likes on the stream. If we get up to like 20 likes, that would be incredible for the stream. Thank you guys for joining us. This is the first time we've had me and Angelo in the same room. If you guys like it, please let us know. We'll keep doing it. If you would prefer just me, I mean, trust me. I understand if you prefer just me. So just let us know if you prefer just me. And yeah, so there you go. We appreciate that. And there's the likes. I mean, the likes just doubled in 2 seconds.
J2 Fly. Jacob does not weigh 210 pounds. Jacob doesn't weigh 180 pounds.
I'm real close.
No, you're not.
I weighed myself last night.
with
173 is what I weighed last night.
Okay. With all of your clothes and your
No,
shoes.
I was very naked.
Okay, relax.
I was right before I sent you that picture.
173.
It's right before you sent that picture.
What?
You saw the picture. You know the
Jacob
picture.
is not a large human being, so don't let him pretend.
I'm 6'3",
If
198.
So me, Dan, and Jacob may all get together for Glover Teixeira's title fight. Dan and I know Glover really well. I'm from Connecticut. Dan's from Connecticut. Glover's from Connecticut. I say from. Obviously, he's from Brazil, but he's been in Connecticut for the last 25 years. And Glover, when he was just like a tough local dude working at the deli, walked into the wrestling gym and said, I want to learn how to wrestle. I want to learn how to train. And just started wrestling and training. So I've known him forever. And now to see his success is a big deal. So anyway, where I'm going with this is if me, Dan, and Jacob get together for Glover's fight, when they announce where it is, we'll take a picture and you'll see Jacob's 173.
Towering.
Just the top of his head is at my armpit and Dan's shoulder. So let's relax, buddy.
Let's relax, buddy.
Just be comfortable in your own skin.
They're asking about your monkey knife fight stuff. I literally said I'm 6 foot tall, 175.
You're not 6 feet tall. You're not 6 feet tall.
I'm 6 feet
This whole argument, but when I wear shoes at a wedding, I'm 6 feet tall. That's not an argument.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Sure. What was my MKF pick, Timmy? Just tell me. I pulled it up on my phone. I've hit multiple monkey knife fights already, but I did not play the Hawes one. So I don't know what I said on the stream. I don't remember because I don't remember what the line was and those lines move. But I've already hit a few. And while we're waiting, listen, anybody who hasn't done monkey knife fight, so what they are, they're daily fantasy props. It is not gambling. It is not betting. It is daily fantasy. Why that's important is because it's available in almost every state. And you only have to be 18. You don't have to be 21 because it's not gambling. And what you do is you pick the strike line, you pick the more, the less, and you triple your money. I was mentioning this before to Jacob. We're like hunting down bets to take favorites in fights, using prop bets to get like plus 200 odds and stuff like that. The reality is every single monkey knife fight play is plus 300 because you triple your money. I had like an epiphany earlier today. I think I'm literally going to start throwing like real money at monkey knife fight because if you do the math real quick with me, guys, if I play 3, let's say I just do $100. I do 100 on 3 different ones.
Just to update Timmy here, Hawes had, according to the stats, had 66, so he would have had more on that, and Dawkins had 28, so he had less on that. So I played that and I hit that. And if you played it, it sounds like if everything updates correctly, then you hit it as well. So yes, Timmy.
And it depends when you played it because the line does move.
Right.
But I guess where I'm going with this is the math is nuts. I genuinely, like Monkey Knife Fight is our partners, and they're phenomenal partners. And we have an awesome promo for next week's UFC. Jacob's going to love it. We have an awesome promo.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we have an awesome. I'll talk about the promo in a second. So they're great people, great partners. I don't know how they make money. I don't know how you pay people out 3-1 on everything and make money. Literally every Sunday I wake up with a ton of money that I didn't have on Saturday because I'll hit 2 out of 3. 4 out of 8.
I mean, I'm hitting 8 out of 8. That's what separates me and you.
Yeah, that is the difference. But it's crazy because in regular bets or in DraftKings, if you're only going 2 out of 4, that's not great. 3 for 6 is not great in DraftKings. 3 for 6 in Monkey Knife Fight, you doubled your money.
First of all, Fajeda's shorts look like they're like extra larges. Those look like the biggest shorts I've ever seen in my life. Brent, ooh.
What state are you in, J2 Fly? What state did you wrestle in? I wrestled my whole life. I love hearing what states people wrestled in.
Brent, you might be onto something here. Brent, you might be onto something here.
So, all right, I guess we'll announce
125-time NBA multiplayer that I almost hit last night. Holy shit! Oh,
well, now we're demonetized. Thanks for the curse.
Shouldn't
Jacob.
say that, but that was worth it for David Ramon.
So, anybody who's watching this that hasn't done Monkey Knife Fight, you still can. What's cool? DraftKings locks in your lineup as soon as the first fight happens and you're done. Monkey Knife Fight, you can play throughout the entire night, so you can still go in, use the link, use the promo code, get some free money and play with that. But after this fight, I'll announce what next week's Monkey Knife Fight promotion is. It's pretty cool.
That pick of Hosmore and Dawkins Les hit. Yep. We all hit that. All hit that. Get a little private jet action. Might break out that private jet again, guys. Let me see if my bets. So I didn't get the Harris KO. He got the sub. I didn't get the Dawkins sub because he got beat on. I didn't get the Klein KO. I'm gonna get the green sub though. I think didn't get my parlay. I'm gonna get the Waterson sub. So we'll still be in good shape there.
That's why Dan's bets are always a little more.
I went a little aggressive this week.
You did.
Don't his shorts look like way too big? Like really long.
I'm not looking below his belly button. But Dan's definitely more sprinkled when he does his bets. And the worst thing that ever happened to Dan is he bet Glover in like a second round TKO over Thiago Santos and hit it. And it was like plus God knows what number. And ever since then, he's been going crazy with the very specific prop bets.
All right, who's everyone think is going to win this fight? Gregor, we think is going to dominate, but watch Fajeda get the sub. Careful with the sub. Feeling Diego? Tim's feeling Diego? That's bold. That's bold. It'd be interesting to see if Gregor gets, like, clipped. Because he's very good in his stand. He's very, very fast. He actually, to me, his speed looks like a bantamweight speed. The way he throws punches. I can't believe he's a lightweight. Hasn't shot a takedown yet. But the issue is when you get these wrestlers that figure out how to strike, a lot of times, especially with somebody with the speed that he has, you'll see that they'll fall in love with their striking. And especially right now because he's already having success early with his striking. So, and you know what? This might be one of those fights where if he has success striking, you know what? Let's just go ahead and keep striking because Fajeda is dangerous on the ground. So if you start shooting takedowns, you could get caught. So maybe this is one of those ones where he thinks he's a better striker and just keeps striking. So
this Wildlife, you asked more or less between Cerrone and Magny or Neal. I don't know which Neal. I would go more on Cerrone no matter what. Because if Neal Magny wins, he's going to need grappling. If Jeff Neal wins, it's going to be by stoppage.
Easy takedown, straight to the back. Didn't get the full takedown.
There was no takedown. Stop saying nonsense.
There's the takedown there. Oh, here we go. Here's that scramble. Here's that scramble we talked about. It's
a straight knee bar, and he gave up his back.
He's still chasing that foot. What's he trying to do with
Gregor
this?
Gillespie, they're in a very weird position. Gregor Gillespie shot a takedown, ended up in a grappling scramble.
He just wants his foot, man.
He's going to end up winning the exchange. No, Fajeda knows the deal. Make it ugly, threaten, and then maybe Gregor won't shoot as much.
Ooh. That was a strong.
Man, this may be the underdog card.
That was a strong.
That was a big straight left.
Oh.
Fajeda's throwing bombs. They're definitely hitting Gillespie. Nice shot. Nice shot. Pick it up. Nice shot.
It is funny. I mentioned that in the breakdown as far as his wrestling goes, which you didn't react to as much. I thought you would have. Oh, he didn't get the takedown. It was interesting. I mean, just right back to it, man. I thought it was interesting that he literally said, "I stopped wrestling because I didn't think I could beat Jordan Burroughs."
Yeah, but that's not if you're entire. But that's I totally understand that mentality. His mentality is I want to be the best on the planet, and his entire life from when he's 4 years old is I have to be the best on the planet. And you know who the best on the planet is. It's not you.
I mean, he's getting beat up right now trying to get this takedown. I mean, absolutely beat up to where the ref is like literally. I mean, he's stepping in right now. He's stepping in. Oh.
Gregor's getting the better of the exchanges position-wise. He's just getting hit on the way in.
Well, that's a weird position to have your arm in.
It's an omoplata. That's not a weird position. It's an omoplata.
Well, you say that like I should know that. Here comes the sub.
You say it with such confidence. No, there's no submission here. Stop saying. People who aren't actually watching think you're telling the truth.
I'm reading chat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So apologize to Tim right now.
I apologize.
Unreal.
Well, this is what you do in text message. I'm not watching.
I mean, these are also. I mean, how many advances and revert? If they still did the old school DraftKings,
yeah, the old school scoring would be.
This would be 1,000,000 points for both of them because they're just flipping all over each other.
He's got a wizard. If Fajeda wants this, all he has to do is run around the head, chase the head. Run around
the head.
Throw your left.
You got to throw your left underhook.
He's trying, but
he's trying. You got to chase the head.
Hey, what are you doing, man?
I'm trying to tell them what's going on.
Yeah, no, technical Jacob.
Oh, another dive. He's not getting. Is he scoring these takedowns? Yeah, that's his third one. But every time he's just. I guess this isn't a submission here, but he can't. I mean. This is such a weird fight. I don't know if Fajeda's doing well or not. Can you tell me if he's doing well, Angelo?
Fajeda's doing well. Fajeda's losing, but Fajeda's doing well. And also, Fajeda's
making him work, right?
He's making him work.
Getting his back here.
He did win that exchange. Gregor got too excited.
Gregor better be very careful here. Very careful.
So I think this one. He's fine. He's fine.
Careful. Every time you say he's fine, someone gets submitted.
Okay.
Here you go.
What's the bet? What's the bet? That's what I thought. So he's fine. Gregor was a little too high and got shook off. So Diego won this round.
He's flattened out, and you say he's fine.
First of all, I said he was fine 30 seconds ago. Things change. Second of all, he is fine. I think Fajeda won that round. I think he stole it. I think he was losing it, and he stole the round.
Looks like Gillespie might gas out. I mean, that was a lot of. I mean, how many attempts does that say? 5? I think it seemed like it was a lot more than 5. He got 3 of them. So at least for DraftKings, I mean, he's scoring well so far. I mean, that's 15 just from takedowns right there.
Fajeda does look really good.
You know what's interesting about that RSK is that he didn't seem like he was too worried about it. You know the other fighter that I watched do that when somebody has their back, they don't ever like, you know, a lot of times when somebody has your back, you're like constantly like working to make sure that somebody doesn't slip their hand under your neck. Robbie Lawler will just sit there with his hands down and is just confident enough that he can just keep his chin down to where he like doesn't worry about a choke. I watched somebody have Robbie Lawler's back, and he just kind of is sitting on his knee, and then like just chasing. He just kind of like dun, 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 and knows that like you're not going to slip your arm underneath my neck. It seemed like Gillespie was doing that same thing.
I gotta say, I think Gillespie. This is tricky.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Brent.
What do you say?
I know my stuff. I told him he's got to chase the head, get the underhook. You know, that's what you got to do. Come around the other side. We forgot about the weight. The weight's really helping with the takedowns. Yeah, we forgot he came in 5 pounds heavy or 4 pounds heavy. What's going on here? Just gasping for air?
Is he wobbling back to the corner, and that's what they're recapping?
Did they stop the fight?
No.
I mean, was he just gasping for air there?
Yeah, he's exhausted, man. It's a heavy pace.
I mean, he's been wrestling his whole life. I thought wrestlers were like Mr. Cardios.
Yeah, but this is.
I've been golfing my whole life. I can wrestle for 5 minutes, no problem.
I would love to see you. Can you get into a wrestling stance for them?
Like a 3-point stance?
I would love to see you in a boxing stance just throw a jab. I
already did it on the breakdown. You got to watch the breakdowns.
Yeah, you purposely tanked it so that we couldn't actually critique
I took a boxing class. I've hit mitts before.
Boxing class. Unbelievable.
I've hit mitts. I hit 1, 2, 3, 4. Got to keep your elbow up on those 3s and 4s, you know what I mean? That's where you generate the power. You got to keep that elbow high.
The power comes from the elbow.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
If you put their elbow straight through the chest.
Okay, the power on your left hook and right hook come from the elbow.
Ronnie Lawrence.
It'll be interesting to see if Fajeda starts to fade.
Fajeda? You mean Gillespie?
No, Fajeda.
I mean, it doesn't look like Fajeda's fading at
Well,
all.
that's what I'm saying. It'll be interesting to see if he starts to fade. Because if he fades even a tiny bit, Gillespie dominates every one of these exchanges.
I mean, this guy, look at these takedown attempts, man. So this is the difference between Gillespie, because Gillespie against Kevin Lee, which Kevin Lee is a pretty good wrestler in his own right. Obviously, he got knocked out cold with that head kick. So now, what the hell is this?
That's an inverted triangle, my friend. And now it's nothing.
But it is interesting that since this is his first fight since he got knocked out cold, that it's just takedown, takedown, takedown. Because he does have the credentials, but against Kevin Lee, he was striking with them, and that's how you see those wrestlers a lot of times fall in love with their striking. But it seems like right now he has a game plan, and that is I'm just gonna just wrestle to win,
and which is the correct game plan. He's not. I don't think Gillespie's doing anything wrong. I think Fajeda looks phenomenal.
Do you think the weight? Do you think the weight? Because I think that he came in heavy on purpose because of this.
I mean, 4 pounds is a weird number, man. Because 4 pounds is like, Dan broke it down.
But 4 pounds is enough to where they'll still have the fight. If you come in 5 or 6, the commission might not do it.
No,
4
pounds
pounds
is
that,
like nobody does that. Nobody sits down and goes, you know what?
Well, looks like he did.
Okay. Let me give up 30% of my purse and get a black eye on my name. And it could be more. If Gillespie wanted to be an a-hole about it, he could have gotten 40 or 50% of the purse.
Fajeda is the negative 500 live bet favorite right now. What?
He won the first round, dude. That makes sense.
Does it make sense right now? If you took that 500, you feel good about yourself? How you feeling right now?
That's why I asked it'd be interesting. That's why I said it'd be interesting if he fades, because Fajeda's been winning all of these exchanges.
I wonder what they said when they were showing Gillespie at the end of the round, what they said about him like staggering. I wonder if it was like, because he doesn't look tired now.
No.
I mean, he looks like he caught his second win, and now Fajeda looks like the one he's laboring a little bit.
Well, and so that's what I was saying, where like Fajeda has looked phenomenal, but at the end of the day, and he's winning these exchanges, but if he fades even a tiny bit, Gillespie wins every one of these exchanges. Every single one. That was nothing. With him. That was just fancy looking.
But that was good by Gillespie to stay with him. Right?
Yeah,
when you're wrestling guys, you just gotta go. You just gotta go straight there. You just gotta stay on and roll with them.
There's got to be somebody new here that hears you talk and they're like, he knows what he's doing. Jacob must have wrestled.
I mean,
this is where Gillespie. If I would give him any advice in his corner right now,
imagine he chokes him out.
He climbed right up his back. But his problem is he's not securing positions. He is just jumping on things. Like right now, his legs aren't set where they should be.
Just a quick update here. I have a lineup that's third out of how many people are?
It'll tell you at the top.
1,000 people. So I have a lineup that's third out of 1,000 people right now, with Gillespie in it.
Gillespie looks fantastic right now. He won this round. It's going to come down to the third round. And I think
he had 21 points in the first, so he had 3 takedowns. I was looking for like advances and stuff. What's the scoring for DraftKings? Is it? Oh, look at this.
Advance. I forget what the advances are.
I wouldn't go for submission. I would just keep.
But this is Gillespie's. He gets a little excited, and he worries about, let me punch here. Let me threaten with a submission here when he should be, let me secure this position. But my prop bet, anybody who watched the betting guide, my prop bet was Gillespie by decision, and I think that's what we're going to get.
No.
And as I'm saying it, he's going to stop the fight. He's going to win by TKO
he is gonna
right
win
now.
Here. He is going to win right here.
Damn it. I guess that's great. It's great for my DraftKings.
Yep, there it was. There it was.
I'll take it, man. I'll take it. You know what?
What a great bounce back by Gregor, too.
It was.
After being knocked out cold and to dominate the fight like that. He's a real deal, man. You know what? I talk about this in the breakdown, too.
I can't believe I missed that prop.
He's 34 years old, man. I wish he was like 27, 28, because he's got all the skills. I mean, with that dominant wrestling like that, and you mix in, you give him time to improve his striking, man. So that's good for that's good for DraftKings. I mean, I literally might win, and with this, I might win. We're gonna bring in the private jet. I guess we can't do emojis because not everyone's a member, but. If you're a member, put my emoji in the chat. You know, we got to, this is just straight from members. Put my emoji in the chat if we break out the private jet tonight, if I win the DraftKings league for like $5,000. If you want to be included in the private jet, let's see my emoji in the chat.
Somebody asked earlier with Monkey Knife Fight, did they refund your cancellation? I actually just got 2 emails for canceled fights that I played, so you should be getting those soon. You'll get that money back. This was that was a great fight. I didn't hit my prop bet because my prop bet was Gregor by.
Yeah, you jinxed that. Holy cow!
But you know what?
You literally 2 seconds later. Oh, there's somebody. Oh, there's the emojis.
As dumb as it sounds, I'd rather lose my prop bet and hit DraftKings because I have my DraftKings lineup in a ton of 50-50s and double ups. And that's another question we always get here. Make it full screen. That's another question we always get. How do you make money in DraftKings?
Make it full screen, please.
Let me know how many of you take your lineup, you throw it in those giant $100,000 tournaments.
Whoa. Joe.
What?
Joe, that is not the right emoji. That is not the right emoji, Joe. That's unfortunate. Joe's getting left off the private jet there. That's unfortunate for Joe. Those were the wrong emojis. But those do look good. I mean, the emojis all together. Do you guys like the emojis? Because I'm a big fan.
Well, you have 4 more coming. Fiverr. We get them all done on Fiverr. Nothing's free. That's why we say become a member, donate, do super chat. Literally every dollar that comes to us goes right back in because we're still growing, right? Once we hit some of those giant numbers, that's when we'll start keeping some of the money. But right now, all the money goes right back in. I mean, Jacob's laptop that's running this, you spent good money on that. And I know you want to expense it, but we can't expense your laptop, bud.
Eventually.
Keep the receipt. We'll claim a loss on it, but you can't expense that, man.
You know what feels good about this, too, for Gillespie, is he got 30% of Fajeda's money on top of the win. So
and
it's always nice when you get the win, you get the payday, and you get the other person's money. So
your ridiculous conspiracy theory that he missed weight on purpose.
I mean, I think he did. I don't think it worked out, but I think he definitely did. Yeah,
Fajeda definitely slowed down. That was a gas issue, and I love it. So you normally do winner take all. So winner take all in a 3-man is a solid deal too. I think I always talk about I do 50-50s and double ups, and the logic is I am positive that I'm better than half the people in the 50-50 and double up. And the bigger the 50-50 is, the bigger the double up is, better for me. Better for me. Now, if you start doing, like you want to play real money and win real money, if you start doing $300 50-50s, you might not be better than half because those are sharks, and that's why they're playing with $300. I find the sweet spot $100 or less. And if you want to win a ton of money, just do a ton of them. Because I'm positive I'm better than half, and I'm positive you guys are better than half if you watch the show and you pay attention to what we say, and you guys are really engaged. And the comments, everybody's got solid insight. So,
I mean, I'm third out of 1,000 people.
Yeah, it's early. How many have you had fight?
4.
And you're 4 for 4?
I had Klein in this one.
Yeah, the Klein fight. But you know what?
But you have 45.
But
so
Klein,
I'll still probably do well because in this one I have. I have Green in this next fight, so we'll see what happens.
He did look good at weigh-ins. That was a big.
That's my last fighter. So to Gillespie, I had Gillespie. So my last fighter is Green. And Green said he's gonna win by submission.
Yeah, I mean, for you to spend your actual real money that you make on that is ridiculous. But
well, get ready to clip that. So
I was going back and forth with somebody on in one of the DraftKings Facebook groups about Green.
Hey, Brent, you missed one emoji there. The most important one.
Is it just me?
No, it's all 3 of us. He just forgot the most important one. Joe's the one.
The lock of the week.
I mean, look at Joe, Mr. Super Chat Joe. I asked for my emoji, and all he did was send Dan emojis and Angelo emojis, and you just ignore it. See, this is why I'm the people's champ, Joe.
No, you know what?
No.
This is
why I'm the people's champ because Joe, I asked for my emoji. I didn't get too upset. You put Dan emoji, you put Angelo emoji. Dan's not even here, and
He's on his way.
Angelo didn't even acknowledge you. So, what are you gonna do?
If I was Jacob, I'd be pissed too. D1 Wrestling showing his dominance. That's exactly what that was. He lost a few of the early scrambles because obviously wrestling and jiu-jitsu are a little different. And Fajeda definitely won the exchanges in the beginning. And like I said, it just an inch. If Fajeda gives an inch, Gregor will take it. Leave that door open because it's so hot in here. Yeah. So that I'm very happy with that outcome. Let me know. I'm very curious. I have an interesting story here. So we just watched the Gregor Gillespie fight. He just won. He was in my lineup. Hopefully he was in a lot of yours. I know we pushed him pretty hard this week. I'm very curious how many of you are also in Facebook groups and stuff like that, because I was kicked out of a UFC betting Facebook group. I went in there. I post our videos. No trolling. Literally just, hey, here's our breakdown and analysis. Here's our betting, whatever you want to do. Here's free advice. And then they just banned me and kicked me out. Made no sense. No idea why they did that. I'm curious if anybody else is in those groups. We have our own Facebook group. It's really small right now. There's not a ton of activity. But I'm just hoping that eventually this community will build it up. We'll get everybody into the Facebook group. We'll get everybody into the live chats. And we could just bounce ideas off each other. Because the way I see this, we are all here to enjoy fights, enjoy each other's company, and make money. And you know what? You might see something that I didn't see. Jacob might see something that you didn't see. And we're all here with different looks, different experiences, different insight, and hopefully helping each other make money. So David Ramon, you said probably kicked out for self-promoting. What's funny is that was the most self-promoted group I've ever seen. It was literally every post was somebody, here's my picks. And 99% was just somebody looking at Tapology, reading what's on the screen, and then just making up a pick. Here, you can close it now. Reading what's on the screen, making up a pick at 10,000 likes. Made no sense to me. But either way, I'm just curious how many of you utilize that stuff, Reddit, Facebook, or is YouTube your go-to home? And I'm asking these questions because we're investing like a lot of money and time into this, and I want to make sure we're reaching the right people the right way, and we're getting you what you want. I don't want to spend 20 hours, producing product A, and you're really only here for product B, and product B is not getting the attention it deserves.
It's unreal. It's just, I leave for 2 seconds, and you're like just drilling them with questions.
God forbid I ask people what they want so that we can make
Nobody
sure
cares.
We deliver.
They're here because this is what they want. They're not here to answer questions. They just want to be entertained. Type 2 in the chat if you just want to be entertained.
For this one video, not the rest of the week.
I'm just saying, man. You just drill them with questions.
How many hours a week do you think? Thank you very much, Joe.
Oh.
Big Joe, man. This is Joe's third
the hell?
super chat.
That's
Thank
his
you.
third super chat.
Thank you, Joe. That's very appreciated.
I apologize, Jacob the GOAT. I must not have heard you. Yeah, I bet, Joe. I bet, Joe. You come in with a little bit of money and think everything's okay. I'll be honest.
It works.
It is okay now.
You bought your way out of trouble.
Yeah, there you go.
You bought your way out of trouble. No, that's
like a get out of jail free card.
No, that's very appreciated. And like you said, the goal is to make money here. That is our goal. This isn't a charity, right? Like we're hoping to make money, but that is a long-term goal, not a short-term goal. Right now, every nickel that comes to us goes right back in. We're going to do a website. There's a lot of stuff we're working on, a lot of partnerships, a lot of things. So all the support is appreciated. I'm surprised. So I'm not surprised.
Did you notice Juan right there? Have you been paying attention to the chat, or
what I miss?
You just go on your own tangent. The guy said he's in 5th out of 4,000 people.
Yeah, that's amazing. Why don't I chat in Facebook, man? I don't need you to tell me.
You're just ignoring the chat. I left for 2 minutes, and you're ignoring the chat.
Juan and I chat, man. Juan, I sent you your card. Anybody who is currently a member, I have mailed out your Dan Kramer trading card. Open that bottom drawer so I can show you.
No.
Okay. The Dan Kramer UFC Topps card. I've mailed them all out. If you are an existing member and you want your card and you haven't already asked for it, send us an email, reach out, give us your address, and we'll mail it to you. If you're not a member, click the join button. It's a couple bucks a month. Right now, no, that's the next drawer. Jeez, you're going through all my private stuff.
Is this one? And the plastic thing?
All my prescriptions. My creams and lotions.
What's this thing that's vibrating in here? Jesus. Is this it? Are these it?
Yeah, those are. Is it a picture? Is it Dan?
Well, I don't know if
Kramer
I'm allowed to
card?
take these out. They're in like a little. These are like in a professional plastic case. Like they're like PSA 10 Charizards.
They're very valuable.
Do you know what a PSA 10 Charizard is?
No, but I do know that me and Dan are out there buying up Dan Kramer Topps trading cards
This might be more expensive.
so that we can give them
if
to
we got
members.
this graded, this might be more. These are. There you go. A little glare there, no big deal.
So if you're a member and you haven't already asked for your free Dan Kramer card, we'll send it to you. And if you're not a member, consider clicking join. It's a couple bucks a month. It supports us greatly. Right now, what we're doing for members is we'll give you a card. Members, we're shouting you out at the end of every video. Members can use emojis. We're trying to do as much as possible.
I mean, the biggest part, if you become a member
get a
and you
beautiful
guys
crown.
are in the DraftKings league, so we'll switch to this and we'll go to the DraftKings. And Angela, you can take the
call.
mouse and look at that if you want.
No, good call. So the DraftKings League, let me adjust this microphone. So what we're doing is obviously we have our own DraftKings League that we do for you. It is completely free to join. Lapuzza, man, if you win again, it is completely free to join. If you're just a subscriber and you win this DraftKings League, we'll give you $30 or $20, $15. Let me correct myself. $15.
This guy's a mess.
We'll send you $15.
Give me your cup.
Straight up,
Give me your cup.
$15. No, I need it to get through this. If you're a member, you'll get 30. That's our actual money. So all the money that comes in, we reinvest it. It goes right back out. So we're looking at the league. Lapuzza with 400 points. You've already had 5 fighters fight. Listen, man, you've gone 4 for 5. Your only loss is Chukwu.
Oh,
with 30.
The crotchet boss is next. Hey, Brent, let's just keep it positive. We don't need to, but you can say it in your head. We understand what you're saying, but yeah, we don't need to.
Oh, if you want to make fun of the other channel, I'm good. That's the difference between me and the others.
You don't be. You
No, you don't need
toxic.
to make fun of the
You
other
don't need to be
channels.
toxic.
What is funny though is
Everyone does their own thing, and everyone think So it is what it is.
what is funny. They're much nicer than I am. What is funny is, I would watch other channels. I still do, just to see what other people are thinking. But I usually do it after we do ours because I don't want anybody else's nonsense in my head. But it's funny because when we started
Go
this,
back full screen.
I don't know how to do it here.
I know. It's like give me the mouse.
When we started this, I would talk to Dan, and I was like, Dan, this is what these people are doing. This is what this person's doing. And Dan was the mind of a professional fighter, was like, I don't care. I literally don't care what the other channels are doing. It means nothing to me. Let's worry about us. And I was like, yeah, you're right. But and he's like, no but. And I'm usually much more right than Dan. But
119 from
he
Gregor.
was very right there.
Yeah, 118.9. So we got 4 takedowns, second round win. So I think in the old DraftKings scoring, because he only got 9 points of control time. I think he would have scored like 150 points with all the reversals and sweeps and this and that. Because 118 is still a lot, but
How many
4
takedowns was
he had
it?
4, and he had no. So what does DraftKings score? It's advances. They still score advances, right? But not reversals.
Yeah, I have a whole YouTube video on it. Now I don't remember. I'll pull it up on my phone. I did a whole video walking through the scoring.
Hold on a second. What the hell just happened here?
What?
So you are in this
Oh,
room.
that's somebody else. I didn't comment that. That was
So
somebody
you're
else.
in this room where you could just talk to people, but you got on your iPad to tell someone.
Because you
I'm
got
with you.
high and mighty, and I just wanted to listen. Listen. I'll tell you right now. If you don't know my character, I'm a good person. I have 2 daughters. I feel like I'm a great dad. I'm a good person. I'm a kind person.
You want to bring your wife in here and see
I'm-
if that's we can confirm all
thank
that?
you.
Okay.
But I'm very spiteful, and I just want everybody.
Listen,
to
I'm a
lose.
trash talker too.
It's not even
and,
trash
and
talk.
I agree, but let's just keep it chill, keep it calm. He's a family man. Yeah, he is a family man. I mean, look at that. He just ran out right now. Just left you guys, so now it's just me. Now we're back to where we should be. Now let's loosen up a little bit. You know what? Watch this. Hold on, watch this. Ooh, now we're where we need to be. What's going on, chat? What's going on, guys? Now we're feeling good about ourselves. Woo! Little switch there. Nah, he's not going to notice. He's going to have no idea. Little switch. Little switcheroo. So now we got the next fight is going to be interesting, guys, because it's Green and De Lima. And Green literally said he's going to submit De Lima. So I put money on Green to submit De Lima. So we're going to see real quick if that's going to happen. I almost put, when the Rebus fight dropped, I almost put Lima in my lineup, but I just don't trust him. I bet he knows this before he even sits down. Nah. I mean, the guy's just pounding wine right now. Listen, I'm staying sober for you guys. I'm drinking my Justin Timberlake drink here. This dude's just pounding. He's got a Yeti cup, just pounding drinks. And it's like boxed wine, too. Boxed wine. If my lineup hits Lima, Cerrone, and Waterson, then I hit 6 for 6 and the 3-time haymaker tourney. Hey, I'm rooting for you, Timmy. I got a good lineup here, too. My lineup that I presented to you guys is I had Harris, I had Dawkins that lost, but I had Gillespie and Park that won. I have Magny and Rodriguez left. But I have another lineup here that I played that literally is out of 1,000 people. I'm third right now. And I have Green. So if Green wins this, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. My mind. So here we go. We're getting ready to start this. Box wine is pretty good. I mean, he must love it because he puts it down. I actually don't even think I like this chair as much. I don't know why. Cowboy via head kick. Here we go. Switch scenes here. Boom. Total ESPN stats. Boom. Let's go to this. Start the round. I think this one's gonna end fast, guys. I mean, Green just like sprinted across the middle of the octagon. Oh, dude, like a big elbow too. These boys are getting after it, man. Holy cow. I think Green might have said I'm gonna submit him just so he could try and knock him out. I think he was trying to fool him. Holy cow. Fool him. I think he's trying to fool him. Oh, another elbow. He's like throwing these lead elbows. You guys seeing this? That's wild. I guess when you have the length, I mean, his arms are so long that his elbows are like a normal length. Here's Green in the clinch. This is, I mean, if you're going to submit someone, this is where you should be. This is where you need to be. Green came out and just threw like lead elbows to start. But I was telling them, I think he was like faking the submission because he came out and sprinted across throwing bombs. Green is like 6'6" or 6'7", I think. Here he goes to chase the submission. He wants to be in guard, so.
I don't want to make a
TKO on top maybe, but no sub. This is where he's going to throw up those long legs with the triangle. He's not in a great position where he's up against a cage like that, but. I tell you, he would know his moves. I don't know what you're talking about.
I let you have it because what am I going to do? Argue with you right now?
No, I know. I mean, everyone knows why you love me.
So, is Dan here yet? No? Good.
Still no Dan.
Well, good. Then I can talk and I don't have to get text from him. So, De Lima's at American Top Team. So, Dan, as you know, is at American Top Team. He's been an American Top Team forever. So, sometimes Dan has to be very politically correct in his breakdowns and his analysis.
Dang.
But he was very high on De Lima. Got a ton of inside information on De Lima, and it was all good stuff, and that's why Dan picked De Lima and told you guys to pick him. So hopefully you took that advice. And honestly, sometimes with Dan, you got to read between
it's
the
early,
lines.
man.
He looks fantastic.
I guess. You didn't see those lead elbows that Green was throwing.
Doesn't matter. If he can get it to the ground, and he got it to the ground, and literally nothing's
hit
happening.
All three of them.
Literally nothing is happening.
If you look at the stats, Green hit all three of those lead elbows. So.
Would you like to bet? That's what I thought.
I didn't hear you.
Let's put it this way. Coming off the last fight, in this position, Fajeda was scrambling, throwing things up, making things happen, threatening. Green is just full guard, which full guard in MMA is probably the most useless position. Useless.
He just did a little hip escape there.
You can do what? His hips are directly underneath
You
the
just
lever.
missed. You looked away and he did a little hip escape.
Okay.
He did a little shrimp.
See, so
It's important. So right now, what he needs to do is he's got to get his hips to the side. He's got to shrimp out of the position.
You guys would watch these live streams with just Jacob, and he would say things, and you'd be like, "Wow, Jacob knows what he's talking about."
I don't say anything that I don't know when it's by myself. Now I'm just saying it just to.
Oh, because I'm here, you're just saying nonsense.
The only thing that always confuses me is because I know like now that I've been watching MMA enough that I know like some submission. I mean, most submissions are all there's like 5 submissions basically that everyone goes the head and arm, the guillotine, all that stuff. The one that is confusing to me always is the anaconda and a darce. What's the difference between an anaconda and a darce?
The way you roll.
So it's like, but it's the same type of choke.
Same type. It's a head and an arm.
Okay. Because that's one every time. Because it's always like Tony Ferguson's always like going for like a darce or whatever, and then I'll see something like a darce, and you're like, no, it's an anaconda. So I didn't know.
Yeah, and that's why wrestlers, wrestlers will get in the front headlock position. So it's very easy for wrestlers to scoop up one of those because they're already there. They already have the pressure on the neck.
On it, right?
Well, one you fall to your hip, you crawl around. The other one you roll through. You go left or you go right. Like they're all a little different. But yeah, a lot of these are variations of each other. But yeah, they're very
RSK
similar.
nailed it. You're trying to give Dan all this credit for like he tried to tell us De Lima with this training and I know ATT. Thank you RSK. That's all we needed to know. Win, loss, win, loss, win. 8 times he went back and forth. He lost his last fight and here we go, dominating.
Well, I'm going heavy on the next fight then, since we
dominating. Thank you
know
RSK.
the trend.
Real recognize real.
It's just complete nonsense. Anybody who's new here, some of you may be new.
Ancy's here. What's going on, man?
Ancy Music. I sent out your Dan Kramer card for being a member. And anybody who's...
Ancy, I sent a limo.
Yeah,
went and scooped Angelo up, so now he's over here at my apartment. Living the best life.
Anybody who's new here and hasn't seen the channel before, what we do is we break down fights, we break down DraftKings lineups, we break down our bets, and we break down monkey knife fight picks. This is run by myself. I've managed fighters for 15 years in the UFC, in Bellator, in World Series of Fighting, everywhere except PFL, and that's just because PFL has only existed for about 8 months. Dan Kramer, professional fighter, was on The Ultimate Fighter, was in the UFC, in Bellator. Nick Newell, currently fighting in Bellator today. If you don't know who Nick is, Google him. He's the fighter with one arm. You've probably seen him on ESPN. Phenomenal record, phenomenal fighter. And Jacob, who I like to make fun of Jacob, and like physically you're very...
But I'm the most knowledgeable one here. Go ahead and say it.
So what Jacob is, let me break it down for anybody that watches other channels. Jacob is like everybody else doing picks. He does some research.
I do the most. I have to do the most because I know the least.
There's another channel out there that does like ridiculous research, and credit to them because the research they do is...
No, I'm saying between all of us.
Between us, you do a ton of research.
I mean, look at that takedown.
That was a great takedown by De Lima. So anyway, my point. Let me wrap this point up. My point is...
Well, wrap it up then.
I start every show by saying we're run by professional fighters and MMA insiders, and that's what we are.
I'm the MMA insider.
And then we have Jacob, who's not an MMA insider. He is an outsider, like very far outside.
First of all, who's the person that got Kyler Phillips information and knew that? And I had Kyler Phillips lock of the week, one of my biggest lock of the weeks. I had family members reaching out to me. I'm such an MMA insider.
You had his 15-year-old younger brother send you a message.
We determined that it was not an underage person. There was not, just for everyone, there was not an underage person messaging me.
So David Ramon, managing fighters is not is not my full-time job.
You nailed that.
And what?
Ramon. That was very good.
And was not my full-time job. There's not a lot of money in it. I take 10%. I've always taken 10%. Early in MMA, managers would take 20%. That went away fast. And then what the UFC did is the UFC basically is like, you don't need managers. We'll deal with you directly. And guess what? No more sponsors. So you definitely don't need a manager. So now, managing fighters. Oh, my God. Thank you very much, Chris Jory.
You don't just blow by thank you very much and try to move on.
I'm smiling. I said, got Angelo as the guest star.
So let me read the whole thing because this is addressed to me. What up, champ? Hey, Chris. It's good to have you here. Thank you again for the super chat. You are always supporting the stream. We appreciate it. It says, what up, champ? That's me. For you guys don't know, I'm the people's champ. Your card looking good tonight. Thank you, as always. That's no surprise.
Is your card? What's your card doing?
Excuse me, sir. Got Angelo. Oh, my God. We got Antsy now. Oh, we're getting stacked up.
Thank you
Angelo
very much.
as
We
the guest
appreciate
star. That was nice of you. I told everyone before.
I'm not the guest star.
I sent the limo. Please stop. I sent the limo to his house, picked him up, brought him over, made him steaks, a little shrimp cocktail, dessert later. Yeah, so we're doing that thing. Now we got Antsy. Thank you guys for all the love and insight. Hey, Antsy. No, thank you. Because, that is unreal support with the super chat. The $10 super chat. Showing everyone up, really.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That was a
Appreciate
hard flex
it.
by Antsy.
And Chris, thanks for. Chris is at a sports bar, still tuned in, can't even hear us, doesn't hear this. But thank you very much. We appreciate this more. And what I will say is,
Whoa. Out at the sports bar with the ladies, Chris.
He might have a wife and daughter.
Okay.
I do.
But if there's other ladies, Chris, in the sports bar, I know you probably can't hear me.
Jacob is desperate for lady attention.
I need him my way. Please.
Jacob is
Amanda
desperate
let
for-
me down. Amanda let me down. And I said if she let me down, that we're going to be searching.
Offer up, get into her
I thought he
DMs.
was in a guillotine.
Offer up some chicken soup. So
But
even though
thank you guys so much for the super chats. We've had a lot tonight, and we definitely appreciate that. So go ahead with your thing. Whoa. Dunchichi in the chat. The chat is much more important than you, Andrew.
I was talking to Dunchichi before.
I know, but the first time you saw Nick fight, you immediately called him a legend. He's such.
Oh, you're right. I didn't see that. It was sandwiched between. Yeah. So if you've ever seen Nick fight, Nick's a jiu-jitsu black belt. He has one arm, which some people will say is an advantage, which is an absurd thing for me. Because some people say, "Oh, he gets a rear naked choke. You don't know what to grab." That's absurd, right? You're missing half your arm. You're not at an advantage. I don't care. Anyway, Nick has unbelievable scrambles.
Excuse me, sir.
I
This is unreal support, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Pierre, I'm not sure if I've seen you in the chat before.
I haven't either.
But unreal support, Pierre. We appreciate that a ton. There was no message with it. Maybe you meant to become a member instead, but we appreciate it either way. That's unreal support. We appreciate it, Pierre.
Thank you very much. And Pierre, you're new here, so thank you very much for the support. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for contributing, both financially and in the chat. It's all very appreciated. So back to Nick Newell, the other person on this show, which you guys haven't seen in a little while because he's fighting for Bellator on June 11th. He's a straight-up Bellator roster fighter, not one of these one-fight undercard deals, an actual Bellator card fighter. And what I was saying is, so Dunchichi, you said the first time you saw Nick fight, you said this guy's a legend. He's tough. He's got everything going for him. He's unbelievable. And he catches people in scrambles. His big thing is, if you give that kid an inch, he will take it and catch you in a scramble.
Excuse me.
Juan Valdez.
This is unreal, guys.
Thank you, Juan. We are going to blow up.
This is our best stream. And by the way, just so you guys know, DeLima is just dominating these fights. This might be back-to-back 10-8 rounds. It could be, honestly, back-to-back 10-8 rounds. But Juan, WWP, we want picks. It's going to blow up big. We 100% agree. Well, we're approaching 2,000 subscribers right now.
We've been doing it for a few months.
We've got, I don't know how many members we're up to now, but we think that this is going to be. You guys are on the ground floor of something very special, and we're all in. When it comes to I'm all in. Angelo's all in. Dan's all in. Nick, once he gets on his camp and wins his fight, he's going to be all in again because he was all in at the start. So this is going to be crazy, guys. And you guys are on the ground floor, and we're going to remember.
Thank you.
Please, sir, David
Ramon. Pretend there's an E at the end of it.
Right, David.
Don't
Ramon
worry about
with
how
the,
it's
with
spelled.
The $4.99.
It's spelled incorrectly.
That's kind of a hard. This is kind of a hard flex when people just donate with no message. That's kind of like a hard flex. It's like, here you go.
I'm not from that world, so I don't know.
That's kind of like.
I don't watch Twitch.
Here you go. That world. I don't even need to say anything. You guys know who I am. You know what I'm about. Here you go. Here's the support. So
wait,
what's going on here?
It got heated. So that's what Connor just said. This did get heated, Connor. And this is interesting. It'll be interesting. Oh, what is happening right now?
Herb's talking to Are they going to take a point away because something happened afterwards?
Somebody let us know in the comments what happened. We have to watch on mute because otherwise YouTube will shut us down. So what did we miss? Let us know what we missed and comment down below.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Brent now with a 5. I saw James Krause corner 10 regional fights last night. He has to be getting more than 10%. Oh, he cornered 10 regional fights?
He's a coach, so he gets paid. He probably takes a percentage from the pro fighters and then makes all of his money off women and kids. You don't make any money running a gym off professional fighters. You make it all off women and kids and those classes.
So this must be like a hard warning.
He said it's a punch. So David Ramon said it was a punch after the bell.
Got it. So are they starting the second round here?
It looks like they are.
At the end of the second round? Or is this the third round?
This is the third round.
Okay. I didn't know if they had to replay like the last whatever.
So it looks like her
But Brent, thank you very much. Hopefully Angelo is answering your question, but we appreciate the support, man. This is unreal, guys. Unreal support.
Yeah, no, it genuinely is. We do this because we love it, but we do
chasing that submission. He's chasing that submission.
It's nothing. You're not going to
He's chasing that submission.
You're not going to hit that prop bet. You're just not. Our DraftKings lineups are doing well. You're not going to hit this prop bet. What's Dan's lineup doing?
Where is Dan? Where is Dan?
Dan had DeLima in this. Don't answer Dan's text. If he wants to know what's going on, he can join the chat. Don't answer Dan's text.
No, I'm answering Dan's text.
What a bum.
It's me and him versus you.
What a bum. That really is the dynamic. I don't know if he took the point, Chris, so hopefully somebody answers you because I'm curious.
Chase the submission here.
Yeah, thanks, Juan. And yeah, you're right. That's damn, Daniel. Yeah, you're 100% correct. This is the ground floor, and that's what Jacob said. And we know this will get big eventually, and we have big plans, right? We feel like we've got something special with professional fighters, a manager, a diehard fan who's very entertaining.
And I don't think even you guys realize how actually hooked up in the MMA community we actually are.
We.
I mean, I'm getting people messaging me on Facebook, sending me fight videos. It's crazy.
No, Dan's in Florida because he moved to Florida to train at American Top Team full time.
Would you agree that I don't think they understand how as We Want Picks as a channel is connected?
I'll tell you how We Want Picks is connected. We dropped that the Angela Hill fight was canceled before anybody else on planet Earth dropped that, and we had to be very crafty in how we worded it because we didn't want to out our source. Luckily, other people flooded it, and it got buried, which is a good thing because if we keep leaking things too early that we hear, it's going to be very obvious where that information comes from. But yeah, when we say we're connected, it's nothing like weird or sketchy. Dan has been fighting for 15 years at the biggest gym on the planet.
This isn't connected as far as like Ariel, like
we're not paying people for scoops.
Yeah, it's like we have actual friends, not me, but Glover's my good friend, but I mean we have actual friendships with.
Stop saying we. So anyway,
when I say we, it's We Want Picks.
Oh, the collective we. Oh, the we in We Want Picks.
I mean, it's we.
I'm just kidding.
You're trying to single me out. No, shut this down right now.
Nick Newell is one of the most liked people in all of MMA, legit, and obviously one of the most recognizable.
And just a quick update on this fight. Maurice Green threw 3 lead elbows to start the fight. Had 3 significant strikes. We're now 2 minutes left in the third, and he has 4 significant strikes.
Yeah, he's done nothing. He's done absolutely
But
nothing.
I mean, DeLima always got 25. So what was that? Those lines for Monkey Knife Fight are going to be close for DeLima. So I had more. I had more on Green and DeLima, which Green is not going to hit, and DeLima might not even hit at this point. Here's this submission chase here. He's going to go for an inverted triangle.
Antsy, you said Joe might be onto something with the upset. What upset did Joe pick? I didn't see that. David Ramon with the fight's going to be a 30-24. Yeah, this is about as one side.
Guys, he's about to get the submission. I think he's about to get the submission, guys.
I say 30-27. So, Joe, you asked how we would score it. This is a 30-27. To me, and maybe I'm too old
school. This is going to be a 30-25 probably.
Dude, but it's too...
It's going to be a 30-25.
Well, if they took a point away. I don't know if they took a point away.
No, somebody said they did not.
Okay. No, so, to me, a 10-8 round is like, it almost got stopped. This has not almost gotten stopped. This is just a one-sided dominance.
Yeah, this one is not a 10-8. because he's just kind of been laying on him. But I think the first two could have been. That's why I say 30-25.
Yeah, Joe, I have Waterson too. So my analysis with Waterson, anybody who watched that breakdown, was she's definitely the more well-rounded fighter.
Did you know that fight is not a strawweight fight? It's a flyweight fight because of like the short notice or something? I did not know that.
What was short notice?
Something about this is a flyweight fight, not a strawweight.
Yeah, but what was short notice?
The fight. I mean, it must have came together late. I thought it was scheduled forever, but for some reason it was because I thought during weigh-ins, I'm like, man, Michelle looks huge. Because people forget that because she seems like the smaller fighter, but she's like a big fighter, and she looked like big at weigh-ins.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god.
I think Waterson pulls it off with experience and grappling. So obviously Rodriguez has the power, but I don't know if that's going to be a problem for Waterson. I think her weird karate style will keep her out of trouble, and I think the fact that she can grapple when she wants to will help her out. Antsy with the Angelo emoji. I'll take it. Man.
No bad blood there. They were hugging it out afterwards, so no big deal there. Yeah, I agree that Green, at this point, that was not a UFC fighter in that fight. I mean, the guy had 4 significant strikes, and if you look at the control time, which I just put off the screen, 14 minutes out of the 15 minutes he was controlled. So
and that was our breakdown. All three of us picked De Lima to win. We said Green is overrated. While he's an athlete and he's huge, he's not a great MMA fighter. So we picked that correctly. I mentioned earlier I was going back and forth with somebody in the DraftKings contest or in the DraftKings
Ramon.
group.
I mean, Dave Ramon is like one of the most knowledgeable people. I think he should replace you on the show.
What did he say?
He said that she was having trouble with her visa and arrived to Vegas on Thursday, so that's why they switched it to a flyweight.
Oh, for weight cutting? Okay,
yeah.
Fair enough. Thank you. But I went back and forth with somebody who was saying that Green looks great, physically looks great, and he does physically look great, especially compared to his last fight. He looks fantastic compared to his last fight, but looking good and technical ability are two different things. So I told somebody, people hit me up all the time in Facebook Messenger and in groups, what should I do with this? What should I do with that? I said drop Green. They said, oh, but he looks good.
Well, even Dan said that too, because Dan was like, oh man, he really looks good here.
Just waving goodnight to my daughter.
Oh, it was was kind of terrifying. Your wife scared me again the last 3 times I've been over here.
Jacob's afraid of my wife, so
just jumping out of shadows.
Yeah, okay. My wife's an alpha. She can probably hear us through the door. She's a strong Southern woman. Jacob is a Midwest boy. Keyword.
Man.
Keyword.
I'm a gentleman.
Keyword. And she intimidates him. He can't handle it.
I'm a gentleman.
He can't handle it. Tiffany's looking at me. So if you saw that look.
I'm not looking.
If you saw that look.
I'm not looking. I'm not looking. Definitely not going to look.
Jacob can't handle it. He moved to Texas. I'm in Texas. Jacob's in Texas. Dan's in Florida. Nick's still in Connecticut.
Oh, my God. The lock of the week is next.
I won't
this is going to be exciting.
I won't even steamroll until you have like a mental collapse.
Is she still there? Oh.
No, she moved. Let's check up in the chat here.
Lock of the week, Joe. I see those emojis, man. So it's 2, 3, 30, 26, and a 30, 27. That's interesting.
Who here is accounting for Jacob's lock of the week?
Dunchichi with the lock of the weeks. Here we go.
Dunchichi's a true supporter, man. Thank you very much. Genuinely, you're a good
Jesse
dude.
with the lock of the week. Here we go. We might have to stay full screen for this one.
Marina and Canelo. Chris V, what do you have on Canelo? Isn't Canelo the favorite? What do you have on Canelo? Like, isn't he a huge favorite? I heard all the nonsense about them trying to shrink the ring last minute and basically saying I'm not fighting Canelo on Cinco de Mayo weekend in a small ring. So I know there was a bunch of drama this week. The fight was called off and then not off, and that was a mess. What do you have on Canelo? I'm curious. What the
King
odds
Rob,
are.
Baby. People's Champ, lock of the week. He's got a parlay.
Oh, you parlayed some MMA and boxing together. Nice.
73 for 120. That's not too bad.
How many of you,
especially Canelo, 73 for 120 with Canelo in there? That's pretty good.
How many of you live in states where you can bet on sports versus how many of you are just using
Magny money line?
AG websites?
That's a good bet according to me. My parlay was De Lima, Marina, and Canelo. That's a pretty good one.
Canelo's funny, man, because I watched Canelo lose to Floyd Mayweather, like when
Dude,
Floyd
you want
Mayweather was the man.
I know it's rough for you.
I've said.
I'll tell you. Let's switch back, and if Magny wins, then we'll switch back again.
All right, fine. And then I'm gonna go refill my drink, so you take care of the chairs,
Got it.
boy.
I'm allowing this to happen. Notice how he didn't make me switch when he came in the room. I'll tell you that. The door's open. I gotta be quiet, guys. The door's open. He can hear what I'm saying. I got money line and lock of the week. There you go. I go to Indiana every weekend to place my bets. Antsy, I'm from Indiana originally. So where do you live then? If you go to Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Michigan, Illinois. Illinois got betting, doesn't it? Yeah, I typically don't bet boxing, just UFC, but I figured I'd throw Canelo in. Yeah, Canelo. Hard to go wrong with Canelo. I'm excited, guys. I really feel good about this lock of the week. Really, really feel good about this lock of the week. Last week we hit the T.J. Brown, almost hit the Liang Na, almost hit the Burchek. If we would have hit, so Burchek almost had that guillotine, almost won the fight. Liang Na knocks her down with the first punch of the entire card. We would be on, what is it, like, it would be like 8 in a row if we hit those two. We almost hit those two. Louisville? Okay, I've been to Louisville. Fun fact about Louisville is I used to drive down there when I was 18 years old with our friends because I lived in southern Indiana, and we would drive down to the strip clubs in Louisville because you could be 18 instead of 21. In Indiana, you had to be 21. So I've been to Louisville a few times in my life.
Absolute creep.
So it's good times in Louisville. I actually watched a fun story. We went to Louisville one time.
A Bezic
to a
from
strip
Dallas.
club. Excuse me, sir. To a strip club. After the strip club, we go to Waffle House because that's what you do. We went to Waffle House and we watched a dude get in an absolute brawl of a fist fight. Just a random person with the manager of Waffle House, like complaining about something. It's like 3:30 in the morning, like over the top of the counter, just haymakering each other like a hockey fight where like you're grabbing onto each other's collar and just like this, and we're just sitting there like, oh my God. And then they left, and then we left. So that's pretty crazy. You want to go over the DraftKings real quick?
Sure.
Before the lock of the week hits here? Let me switch this.
Yeah, pull it up.
Let me switch this.
Joe Todoro winning DraftKings. We're going to have to pay out $30. All right, let's see what you got, Joe. Is that final yet? Ooh, 106 for DeLima. So we just watched the DeLima fight.
That's really good.
Scored 106 points, and he wasn't affordable, but he scored more points than
That's great
Klein.
value. I mean,
for
yeah,
sure.
that's great value.
Him over Klein is definitely was the pick to make. You have Gillespie at 118. Great pick. We all had him. Phil Hawes, we picked him to win. I did not have him in my lineup, though. 94 points. You had Nchukwu at 30, and then Harris at 93. And Chukwu's the only mark you have, and you have Waterson in the main event. I have Waterson as well. You might dominate this league.
Yeah, Joe, we might have to kick you out of these.
Yeah, Nchukwu going to be that's going to be your Achilles heel here. I do think Waterson wins, but she may not, obviously. But that's a solid lineup. Go to second place. Are you 18 cutie? That's our buddy Chris Riley. Chris, what do you got going on here? Oh, you still have two people left. You're all right. So you're 4 for 4. Chris Riley's 4 for 4, and his lowest scoring person is 93.
That's gonna be a big.
Yeah. So Chris Riley,
Michelle's gonna be big,
and he has Michelle, Waterson, and Donald.
But
Cerrone.
Donald's the favorite, and Donald looks great. So I'll tell you this. Let me go back to full screen here, and let me talk about Donald for a second before the lock of the week starts, because there's been a lot of stuff leading up to Donald for this fight. It's almost like he's the main event because it's like the biggest name, so they're really trying to push him. On my way over here, I was listening to an interview from him, and he talked about how he focused on his wrestling and his jiu-jitsu for this camp because he realized, he said, listen,
because he's fighting Diego.
so this is interesting too, because he said, first of all, he said that he was motivated to fight Diego, but he said that he wanted to fight. He wants to make another run at 155, but the UFC made him fight Diego at 170. And going into this fight against Morano, he didn't want to take this fight.
Really?
He said this was the first time. He said, normally I'm a guy that's like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care who I fight. He said, I didn't want to take this fight, but I talked over with our camp, and we said, you know what? Let's make this one last fight at 170.
Did he elaborate?
No, he just said, I just didn't feel comfortable with it. He said, but then he said, let me take this one last fight, and then I'm going to make another run at 155. But he said, I put a lot of focus on my wrestling and my jiu-jitsu because I think that, I can get in a brawl if I need to be in a brawl, but it's not smart at this point. So it'd be interesting if he comes in and starts shooting takedowns and really works on that game plan.
So Brent, you use Bovada. We're working on some deals with some online casinos.
All right, let's see the lock of the week emojis.
We're working on some deals with some online casinos to find the best one. I like Bet Online is what I use. I also use Bovada, but I like Bet Online because they have more props, I feel like. Bovado has them, but they have them like today. They popped up today. I like to get my stuff in early, and Bet Online seems to have their betonline.ag seems to have their stuff early.
There's Joe. That's exactly why, Jacob, I didn't bet on Cerrone. Why? Because he was like not confident in taking the fight. Listen, he also said he trained harder than he's ever trained because he wanted to fight Diego, and he literally said like, "Sorry, like Morano, like this isn't. I'm going out for blood, and it's not because of you. It's because I was going after Diego there." So
this is going to be an interesting fight. I'm curious. So a lot of people are saying lock of the week. I'm curious how many genuinely think Neil Magny's going to win versus just supporting you.
I mean, everyone thinks he's going to
win.
win.
It's the wind. I opened the window.
Oh my God, it's terrifying.
I told you he's afraid of my wife.
Neil hit Neil.
Jacob's afraid
Neil's
of my wife.
Neil's looking good.
He hears noises in the room. He thinks it's my wife. It's just the wind. I opened the window.
Neil's looking good. Neil with a good strike there.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, this joke for 15 minutes. Oh boy, your boy's backing up.
That's where he wants to be. This is where he wants to be.
So what I would say is, this is not. I give you a hard time for your lock of the week picks. Neil Magny.
Oh my God.
Neil Magny.
Jeff Neal going for the takedown?
I was gonna say I'm gonna look stupid in a second here. Neil Magny's the more well-rounded fighter, but Jeff Neal just has so much power.
This is where Jeff Neal wants to be, is up against the fence, in a brawl, makes this a brawl. He doesn't want to go. I don't think he wants to go to the ground. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's just control time.
This is definitely where he wants to be. He's getting, it's a little Muay Thai clinch here.
Canadian RSK.
The height difference, too. He's able to put the head right in the chest. That's where you want to be. Head position, right?
You don't want the head in the chest.
I mean, right there. Where
you want it right here
under
the chin.
Right under the chin. That's where you want to be. So the height difference is...
Head in the chest is great when you're shooting a takedown. With cage control, you want the head under the chin so that the other person's head is like this.
Magny's looking for trips.
Oh.
This is where Jeff Neal wants to be.
Yeah, Jeff Neal looks fantastic. Great pick by me.
Here's the length.
Listen, Neil Magny's in this fight. He is using his length. He's long. He doesn't have.
Don't start complimenting him because then he's going to lose. I want you to trash talk him. Talk about how bad he's looking right now. Look at he's gassed.
Oh, that was a bad shot though.
He's not really a wrestler.
Neil Magny just bent at the waist and tried to grab a leg.
He's not a natural wrestler. I wouldn't say he can wrestle, but
I do think Neil Magny is the more well-rounded fighter though.
I think it's very clear. That's why he's going to win.
The problem is he's not great at anything. He's not a great striker. He's not a great grappler. So he's not great at anything, where Jeff Neal is great at striking. He's at least great at one thing.
And apparently at controlling, too, because he's doing a very good job at...
Yeah, he's just holding... Well, that's just... He's physically imposing. Neil Magny's like a skinny little worm. That's why you love him.
Yeah. This isn't looking good to start here.
Indeed, Magny is well-rounded, but Neal's insane on the feet. Yeah, so Joe gets it. Maybe we could replace me with Joe. Joe gets it.
Body lock. Here comes a trip.
Well, the length. What's funny with Neil Magny?
He's just double underhooks here. Here we go. Got him back.
Yeah, and
he's just reversing the position so well.
But this is what I say. He's not great at anything. His hips are always in the wrong position.
Oh, look at him! They're like looking at each other's eyes. That was cute.
That's because Neil Magny's trying to pull down the plum, but he didn't back his hips out.
You got to back those hips out.
So you're trying to pull down the head, but your hips are in.
You gotta. I agree.
So, Neil Magny, again, he's very long, but he doesn't necessarily use his length. He uses it with kicks. He uses it with his jab, but he doesn't use it in those exchanges. Jeff
Neal looks a little tired here.
He does not look tired.
He looks a little exhausted.
He does not. immediately to cage control.
Ooh.
Who here? I'm
Open
curious.
palm hand strikes.
Who
there.
here has Jeff Neal in their lineup?
I don't think.
Curious who
I don't
took
think.
that chance.
I don't think anyone would have had Jeff Neal in the lineup. Not after the lock of the week call out here, which is looking good so far. I mean,
What?
look at the control time. Oh, never mind. Oh, here's the first. There we go. Get that takedown. Get that
Neil
takedown.
Magny's got to pick it up, but his hips are in
Gets
the
his back
wrong
control.
position. His hips are in the wrong position.
You got to get your hips under. You got to get your hips
You
under.
do have to get your hips under, so I know you're just copying me, but you got
No,
that
I
one,
said
right?
that before. You didn't even say it. You said your hips are in the wrong
Here's the
position. You gotta get
problem.
your hips under.
Without you
He's trying to get.
interrupting-
He's trying to just work to get a hook in there.
Without
there,
you-
Yep. There you go.
Without you interrupting.
Got
the
one
reason-
hook in.
Jesus Christ. The reason.
This is exciting here. This is
He
where he
didn't
needs to be.
Yeah, but
He won this round.
no, absolutely not. Not yet. And Jeff Neal is out.
He's holding on to his wrist. Are you allowed to do that? He's just holding on to his wrist, ref.
Oh my God. So Neil Magny again, it comes down to the hips. If his hips were low enough, he would have picked up Jeff Neal. But instead, they were tight. He didn't know where they should have been, and he couldn't pick him up because he's the taller guy. You're not going to pick somebody up when you're taller. You got to drop your elevation, lower your hips, and then you can pick up.
I mean, look at the strikes right now. I mean, 2-1, Neil Magny winning the strikes.
So a bunch of you have Jeff Neal in your lineups. I think he's going to score. So this does count as control time in DraftKings
He's
for
not
Jeff.
doing anything with this.
It's control.
Neil Magny won this round.
You can't.
2-1 strikes. Look over here. 2-1 strikes. He almost got the takedown. 2-1 strikes.
Do you actually?
That's
think,
1-0 Neil Magny.
You're being serious right now, or you're being Jacob Lock of the Week, Jacob?
That's 1-0 Neil Magny. Who does everyone else think that won that round? He doubled him up on strikes. Jeff Neal had control.
No, don't make the case. Don't make the case.
No, Jeff Neal had control, but he didn't do anything with it. The guy threw he landed 9 strikes the entire round. Neil Magny just landed 34. That's 3-1.
I will say that statistic is surprising because everything
3
I
takedown attempts. He's very active.
everything I just saw with my own eyes, Jeff Neal controlled that round and won that round. Lock of the Week won. Come on. Cajeda.
That's 1-0.
Come on.
That's 1-0 for lock of the week.
Magny? Am I crazy?
And this is where he's going to drag him to the ground and finish him.
Am I crazy?
Still no Dan, huh? This is very interesting. Still no Dan. Magny started Neal, but then lock of the week took over. More votes coming in for Magny.
I listen, maybe I'm crazy, but I saw that for Jeff Neal.
He's just holding him against the cage. Just holding him. 10-9 Magny. I mean, here we go. These judges are going to be a little wild. I hope it doesn't go to the judges. Unless you guys are being the
Canadian
judges.
RSK gets it. I don't know how Neil Magny threw 60 strikes. He was against the cage the entire time. Where did these strikes
I'll
come
be
from?
honest with you. A lot of them was just the open palm.
Those are slaps, not strikes, and they shouldn't count. Well, so Joe, the judges don't get to see the stats. So they're just basing it off visuals. And if we watch the fight and we didn't...
look how active he is right now. Just the jab, the kicks.
But he's active while backing up. So you're right.
I mean, Jeff Neal's been doing nothing. He just threw
But
one strike,
dude-
so he's got one strike this round so
Okay.
far.
Settle down. Settle down. Judges...
Whoa, little cup shot.
Judges see who's controlling the pace, and Jeff Neal's controlling the pace.
Yeah, controlling the pace with his face.
He's moving forward.
Yeah, eating
Backing
shots.
backing up is never a good look.
I mean, look at this guy. Ooh, nice miss there. So he's got 2 strikes this round so far. A minute in.
Listen, you're biased. I get it. I'm rooting for you. I need the lock of the week to win, but I'm just calling it like I see it.
Yeah, you hear that? Joe said, "Don't tell the Diaz brothers that those slaps don't count. Those slaps should count times 2."
You mean the Diaz brothers who have 500 records?
I didn't say that.
Judges don't appreciate.
I did not say that.
Judges don't appreciate people backing up.
Yeah, hey, Nick, Nate, I love you guys. I did not say that.
I wouldn't say it to his face.
Well,
No, judges
so
just.
this is Jeff Neal's fight. Storming forward, throwing wild,
Yeah,
no real technique, looking sloppy. That's how Jeff Neal.
David
fights.
Ramon is right.
Oh,
You never know what the judge is going to do. So now we're 2 rounds for Jeff Neal.
ooh, he's trying to take his head off here.
Ooh, he
Are
is
you allowed
trying
to punch that hard?
Dude,
Look at that move there. I like that little donkey kick.
Oh, you mean when Neil Magny was in the fetal position standing up?
I like the donkey kick there. Great timing on
Here
the
comes
shot.
an illegal knee.
Another shot from his knees now.
Yeah, Jeff Neal's dominating this fight, dude. This is as one-sided as it gets, man. Without takedowns, this is pretty one-sided. It's all right. After this fight, you can go take a break. I'll razzle-dazzle with a story. I'll do an AMA. You guys can ask me anything about me, Dan, Nick, Jacob. I'll answer. Jacob will go.
Takedowns and still lost.
Jacob will go more in his lock of the week loss in the other room somewhere.
Here comes the KO. Boom. Great strike there. Boom. Head kick. This is Neil Magny's round again.
That's funny, Joe. I've actually never met either one of them. Not professionally, not personally. I've never met either one of them anywhere.
Get this level change. Good level change. Collected the leg. What does he do here, Angelo?
Listen,
Help him.
What he needs to do is put that on his chest, step behind it, and run the pipe. It's called running the pipe, Jacob. Anybody in this chat who wrestled, comment down below. Let me know if you know what running the pipe is.
I mean, he's going to win this round by doing this. Complete control. Getting his back again. Getting a hook in again.
All right, let's do some simple.
here we go.
Let's do some simple math.
This is 2-0 Neil.
Simple math.
2-0 Neil.
5 minutes in a round, and at a minute 50.
Jeff did nothing. He has 17 total strikes.
I'll bet you straight up.
He has 8 strikes this round.
Then this sounds like easy
8.
money for you. Would you like to bet?
8.
This sounds like easy money for you. I will bet you straight up, no odds. Would you like to bet the winner of this fight?
I already know what the outcome's going to be.
Okay, my hand is out. Everybody watching, you see my hand is out on the stream.
COVID. This is why we're socially distanced. I'm not vaccinated.
You see Jacob.
I am not vaccinated, please.
You see Jacob because you walked in to get your vaccine. They said you're under 16. No, thank you. The fact that you won't take that bet, I mean,
I feel bad.
Maybe
in your house and then I eat your food and then take your money on top of it.
Maybe I shouldn't be exposing you. You ate my food? Should I get into that? Maybe I shouldn't be exposing you because we might lose some support.
I mean, this is 2-0 Magny.
Listen, Magny was not a terrible lock of the week pick, but he's losing. He's losing this fight, dude. It's 0-2. There's 30 seconds left. I'm sure he's going to lose the third round also.
This is 2-0. This is 2-0 Magny.
I'll bet you.
What do you guys think? 2-0? Watch this. Watch this. Watch him sit him down here.
He's busy. You are 100% correct. He is busy, but he's backing up, and judges hate that.
Jeff Neal has 20 total strikes.
It doesn't matter. Every single one lands. What's the percentage? Show me the percentage.
It's 20 out of 60.
30%. What's Neal got?
Oh!
34 out of 112. Oh!
No, this is... I would take a point away. I would take a point away.
All right, I'm gonna check up in the chat here. Controlling the pace with his face.
1-1, 1-1.
Brent Hinson gets it.
That's what I said about Neil or Jeff Neal, that he was controlling the pace with his face. So he's making fun of you.
Damn it, Brent. Cameraman just got rocked. I never trust judges. Yeah, so judges suck. I agree. Tell you what, you want to play
This isn't going to go to the judges.
You want to play some money here, win some money, and you don't want to have to worry about the judges? You don't want the judges to screw up your DraftKings or screw up your bets? Do monkey knife fights. I know my voice changed into my sales pitch mode, but I'm 100% serious. Monkey knife fights, you look at the banner around the video here. We have a promo code. Use our specific link. They'll instantly match your money. The judges don't matter. It is literally significant strikes. The judges could be 100% wrong, and it means nothing. You can still triple your money and hit your prop and take all that money home.
Come on,
the
Magny.
judges are useless and meaningless in these fights.
Come on, Magny. Come on, baby. Let's get active here.
We still got the backup lock of the week. Who is your backup lock of the week?
Rebus, that's a win.
Oh, that's a win. Yeah, there you go. There's
She beat COVID twice. That's 2 wins.
the Jacob accounting. Thank God you are not our actual accountant, because we would be audited.
That was my major in college.
We would be audited immediately.
Magny controlling this round, dominating this round so far. 30 seconds in. I mean, Jeff Neal looks like a guy that thinks he's got the fight wrapped up.
Here's Magny's problem. You're right. He stood in the middle. He threw those jabs. He controlled the center.
Look at this guy. Just bound. He thinks he won this fight already.
Yeah, but Neal is just so willing to back up. Why are you backing up? What is behind you that you think is going to help you? Stop backing up.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, when he threw a leg kick and it landed on nothing? or a head kick?
I mean, and Jeff Neal's not throwing anything, so
Really?
not throwing much. Not throwing anything significant.
If we're going to do more of these tandem live streams, we need to work out.
Honestly, this is going to be an interesting decision. I mean, this is going to be a very interesting decision.
It will be an interesting decision, and I'm being very biased, but I'm not biased for any reason, like in particular. I just think Jeff
Neil
Neal's
Magny's got this look on his face like he's about to KO this dude.
He doesn't have KO power, so that's I'll give you 10-1 odds right now.
Oh! Liver shot there. Ooh.
That's
I mean, Jeff Neal's doing nothing right now. Literally nothing.
This is a weird fight to judge. Listen, I agree, Connor.
He's literally doing nothing. He has 24 total strikes the entire fight.
Stop looking at the strikes,
24 total strikes.
But the judges don't see that. You're looking at the stats.
He hasn't thrown a punch this round.
I don't know why you're yelling.
He threw one. That was his first one.
The judges.
Neil Magny is dominating this fight.
Talking over me doesn't get your fighter to win. Neil Magny is backing up and reacting to everything. He's not initiating anything. And yes, he's out throwing Jeff Neal. He's outlanding Jeff Neal. But on your back pedal, backing up, it does nothing.
He's the aggressive one with takedowns. He's got 7 takedown attempts. Stuck one of them. I don't remember the one that he actually stuck. I think that was a little generous on that one, probably. Piecing him up with the jab here. I mean, this can be an interesting decision, but I have this 30-27 Neil Magny.
There's no way. There's no way.
I mean, Jeff Neal, this is what he does. He just clinches.
That's not angry, Joe. You want to see me angry? Believe me.
This is what they do. This is how Jeff Neal wins the fight right now. Is just holding on to him against the cage.
You and David Raymond. You're back to Raymond.
Now look who's on his back foot.
Go ahead and,
now who's on his back foot.
Handle some
now
books.
Who's on his back foot.
I don't know why you're yelling.
Because, Neil Magny is dominating this fight. And I don't know how you don't see that.
So let's bet before the decision.
I don't need to bet. I know. I am confident in my lock of the week. That's all I need.
You can't be serious.
He's dominating.
Listen, if it goes to Magny, okay, he was more active.
Oh, now all of a sudden you said Jeff Neal's like dominating this fight. Look at that slow turd.
Neil Magny is backing. Just backing up.
Boom! Got the takedown.
Neil Magny wins this round. You're right.
And wins the fight for lock of the week.
No, 2-1.
Keep him on the ground. Keep him on the ground. Good.
2-1.
Good knee. Good knee. Another knee here. Another knee here. Another knee here. Knee him right in the head. Knee him right in the head. Knee him right in the head. Body. Boom. 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 There you go. Use that length, baby. 1 minute left.
The group chat's not agreeing with me, so maybe I am wrong.
1 minute left, baby. Come on. Stick a move.
No,
another takedown of 10. Another takedown 10. There it is. Keep grinding. Keep grinding.
Yeah,
keep grinding. Keep grinding. Dominate. Oh, his mouthpiece came out. Hit him in the mouth. I mean, that should be a point. If you lose your mouthpiece, that's a point.
It is a point if you spit it out on purpose.
I think he did.
You'll need that point because
Jeff Neal.
Magny's behind.
I mean, look at this. 10 strikes around is what he landed. 10 strikes. Look at the domination now. This might be a 10-8 Neil Magny. At this point.
It's not.
You got real quiet. Angelo's getting,
I got quiet because I'm reading
real quiet.
The whole chat.
Angelo's getting real quiet.
Listen. Neil Magny on his ice
just got clipped there a little bit.
The whole chat thinks Neil Magny won, and so maybe
he's calling forward. He's like, let's go. This looks good for the judges too.
Yeah, he won this round.
He dominated the first.
No, he did.
He had 30. Jeff Neal had 9 total strikes in the first round.
You keep talking about things the judges don't see. I don't understand why you don't get that. The judges don't see the strikes.
Talk to me, chat. The worst part is we can't even hear the decision, so we got to wait for a hand to go up.
I actually think that's better. Just watch your face.
Did you see the Nchukwu fight? The ref, because the last one was like 28-28, and it was a majority whatever, or majority decision. Went like this with Nchukwu's arm. Went, and like this. And Nchukwu was like, It's kind of funny. But here we go.
Everybody thinks Magny won. Jeez, man.
Here we go.
I just don't. Let me know if you agree with me. Here's my opinion.
On strikes.
Don't interrupt.
2-1 on takedowns.
I will mute your microphone. And they did not like when I did that in Zoom, but I'll do it in real life. Let me know if you agree. I think Jeff Neal won because he was marching forward. He was dictating the pace. He was controlling.
Look at all the comments coming in, baby.
He was. It's just me.
Spam them.
Listen. Straight up, it is better for the channel if your lock of the week wins. I hope you win. I just didn't see it that way. And if I'm a judge, you're wrong.
Here we go. This is going to be imagine.
Every single person says that you won. All right. Well, we're going to find out in a minute, guys. I agree with Angelo. Canadian RSK has been on top of it this entire chat. Thank you.
I mean, they're coming out of the woodwork now.
What's RSK stand for, by the way? Let me know.
Here we go.
Lock of the week, 70 weeks in a row. Jeff Neal looks nervous.
Unanimous decision.
Boom! Oh, no! Boom! All right, man.
Spam them, baby.
You hit it.
Spam them.
You
Two
hit
in
it.
a row. Two in a row.
You hit it. Listen.
That's like 8. That's only like 9 of my last 11 now.
Listen.
Let me look at my notepad.
Listen.
Let me look at my notepad. No, you sit here and be quiet for a
You
second.
hit it.
You sit here and
You
be
hit
quiet.
it.
Oh, Jeff Neal dominating this fight.
No.
Dominating this fight.
You won.
Jeff Neal. Oh my God. He's just marching forward. Dominating. Complete
Anybody
control.
who thinks
complete
Jacob-
control. Just
Where's the
dominating the fight.
fucking
Just
throw you out of my house.
absolutely dominate. Jeff Neal's dominating this fight. Get out of here. You know how hard it is not to drop an F-bomb right now?
I just did.
Did you really?
By accident. Anybody who thinks, first of all, fine. He won the fight. It's fine. Joe, I mean, it's what a pickle, right? I appreciate the money. I appreciate the support, Joe.
Oh my God, Joe with the super chat, the GOAT once again. Let me go through these real quick.
If you say that you won last week, I'm gonna throw you out of my house.
I won last week. It was TJ
Straight
Brown.
up,
It was TJ
straight
Brown.
up, straight up. I'll make you leave,
It was TJ Brown.
and you're gonna leave.
So
your
this is
laptop
how
here.
it started, guys. If you guys are new, lock of the week. This is how it started. It started with Clay Guida.
Oh no, hold on. Just some backstory. There are some new people here. We do.
I will give my own backstory.
Okay.
Guys, if you guys are new here, and Joe, thank you again for the super chat.
It's
Unreal
very-
support.
it's
Unreal
very-
support.
Yes.
I have a lock of the week where every single week, I don't know how it started. I just randomly had an underdog where I thought, this person's going to win. And it started off rough. I started off 0-2. I pick every single week, I pick an underdog as my lock of the week where I say this person is an underdog and they will for sure win. Here's the history. I started with Victoria Leonardo. Lost. Then I went with Antonio Carlos Jr. Lost. They're underdogs. They're supposed to lose.
Well,
then I
and
went with,
wait, hold on.
excuse me,
No,
sir.
then the lock of the week became a joke. Dan and I made fun of you for it, and then all of a sudden things changed.
And then I decided to really buckle down and really, because it did start. It was kind of like this person's in my lineup. They'll be my lock. Then I started doing my real research. Then it was Clay Guida, win. Polyana Viana, win. Chaz Skelly, win. Thiago Moises, win. Kyler Phillips, win. Marcelo Rojo, won the first round. I think he would have won a decision. Then Trevin Giles, win. Jamie Malarkey, win. Mackenzie Dern, win. Burchek had the guillotine, almost won. Liang Na dropped her with the first punch, almost won. Last week, TJ Brown, win. And now Neil Magny, win. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of my last 13.
Did you include last week as a win?
Absolutely, I did.
I thought.
Oh my God, Dunchi, hold on. Excuse me, sir. Sit back. Push the mic forward a little bit. Sit back. Enjoy your drink. Dunchichi. We appreciate the support, man. You're always in here. We appreciate the support. The People's Champ Lock of the Week again.
I'm happy for you.
I'm
happy for you.
I hope a lot of this makes it in the recap video.
None of it will. If tomorrow's Mother's Day. If I'm like, hey, Tiffany, my wife, hey, Tiffany, can you watch the kids so I can film a recap video for the thing that you don't like that I do, please, on Mother's Day?
It is so hot in here. I just got so hot.
It's very hot. Open the doors. My kids are asleep. Just stop screaming like an animal.
All right. No, I'm good. I mean, I'm good to go now.
So, recap video tomorrow. It might have to be at nap time because I cannot ask my... Maybe I film it after this. What time is it? It's early still.
You know what we could do is just do
Is
it
this the
live
co-main?
right now.
Are we going to the co-main?
Yeah, we could both just sit here and do it if you wanted to. Oh, you might do it after this. I don't know.
We could do it.
No, that's your thing. That's your thing.
We'll figure it out.
And by the way, guys, I think Donald dominates this fight.
Angelo skipping Mother's Day to do the fight recap. No. You heard that wrong. If I skip Mother's Day to do the fight recap, I will go through a gender transition because my wife will cut my balls off. So I can't do that. But I can just milk tonight, and maybe we do it tonight. Do you guys like the recaps, by the way? I feel like they're useful. Last week got like 1,000-something views, but I just don't know if you guys actually watch or if it's just me talking to myself for 25 minutes about the fights I saw the night before. So if you genuinely enjoy the fight recaps, let me know. And we're at the co-main event, Jacob. I have Donald Cerrone in my lineup. I know a bunch of you have Donald Cerrone in your lineup. So this is going to be tricky. This is going to be a tricky one. This is do or die for a ton of people's lineups right here. A ton of people.
You think so?
I think so because
How do you think it's going to go?
I think Donald Cerrone. We did the full breakdown. I think Donald Cerrone wins.
What's funny is I meant to bring my crown to throw on after the locker.
That thing sucks.
And then I forgot my crown. I'm up here real quick.
All right, you go to the bathroom. Uh-oh, here comes my wife. Oh, no. Jacob's afraid to walk out of my office because my wife is there, and he is afraid of my wife. It's like anytime I walk out, she's like... No, but this is, the support from you guys is genuinely appreciated. We do these picks. We think we legitimately have something special here. We do, right? We have Dan Kramer, professional fighter. Nick Newell, professional fighter. Myself, managed fighters for 15 years. And Jacob, I give him a hard time. I break his balls constantly. But Jacob puts in research. He puts in time, and he learns. If you watched fights with Jacob 2 years ago and then you watch fights with him now, it's different. He listens. He learns. He pays attention. He puts in time. And I think we have something unique. And I just really appreciate the support. I really do. I know we're late to the party. We missed the COVID boom. We straight up missed it. If you look at other channels that do something similar, like nobody does what we do, meaning nobody does the fights and DraftKings and Monkey Knife Fight breakdowns and betting, right? Nobody does all of that. We're the only people that do all of that. But there's a lot of people out there that do fight picks. And, I trash them for just pulling up Tapology and just guessing who wins and getting a ton of views. But the reality is we did miss the COVID boom. There are some channels out there that put in genuine time into their research. And I watched a year-end video from another channel. And they had been doing it for 3 full years. And they basically said going into 2020, they had 1,000 subscribers. Leaving 2020, they had 19,000 subscribers. And that growth is insane. And it was COVID. Everybody's home. Fight Island was tremendous. And they blew up. So we missed that boom for sure. But we're growing really fast. Like really fast. We've only been doing this for about 4 months. Look who got himself a light beer to celebrate the lock of the win. So we're growing.
If you want to be the sponsor.
So we are growing really fast. We're approaching 2,000 subscribers. I imagine we'll do that in a week or two. But it's only been like 4 months. We started in February, basically. So the support is appreciated. We will not forget the OGs. You guys are here early. You're commenting. You're donating money. You're becoming members. Clicking the join button below. It's literally a couple of dollars to you, but it makes a big difference to us.
I'd shut the window.
Go ahead. It makes a big difference to us because, obviously a lot of you do that. We can reinvest in the channel. All the graphics, Jacob does the graphics, but the emojis, that's Fiverr. We're going to do an intro Fiverr. So we're reinvesting. We appreciate the support. Just coming here, watching this, hitting like, and even if you're not going to donate money, which we don't expect everybody to. We don't expect anybody to, honestly. And even if you're not going to donate money, but you're going to contribute by watching and hitting like and commenting, that's huge. That is huge for us. And I feel like we have probably...
Cheers.
We have very little negativity, right? I only delete like one comment a week. The rest of them are... And I don't even delete ones where people are like, oh, you were wrong. I'll leave that. I don't care. We were wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll delete like...
Those comments are never about me because I'm never wrong.
Yeah, no. So. The only ones I'll ever delete is like, just completely like ridiculous. If you wouldn't say that to my face, I'm not going to let you comment it. That's for sure.
Oh, my God. Excuse me, sir. Jesse. Unreal support. We appreciate that.
You're going to have to class up your beers, Jacob. Next beer's on him. That's a $2 beer.
Yeah, that wasn't plural, was it? That's just the next beer. Yeah.
Thank you. And listen, this isn't. I'm not I'm not trying to push that. I genuinely appreciate it.
And I'll tell you guys, I didn't like never drink anymore, but that was a good lock of the week. We're back on track 2 in a row. You know, this tastes good. This tastes good. You know what's interesting about this Cowboy fight is I was talking about the interviews and stuff before. He gave an interview which I think everyone should look up about his mindset going into fights. As far as like most people, they think like I'm this tough guy, like can't wait to fight. And he talks about how scared he is, like leading up to every single fight. And he's like, he always throws up. He's always thinking, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? You think it's Cowboy's like the toughest dude in the world.
Chuck Liddell said that back in the day. He said, if you're not nervous before a fight, like, you shouldn't be fighting.
Like the whole time, like while he's warming up, he's saying, why can't I warm up? Why am I not getting a sweat? Why can't I do this? Then I'll go throw up and I'll come back and I'm not ready. I'll walk into the cage. I'm not ready. I don't want to fight, you know.
Dude, it's terrifying. But before we move on, Brent Hinson with the comment of the night, can we get her an emoji and donate to her? I'm pretty sure that's about my wife intimidating the hell out of you. So, yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Especially if we start doing this live streams over here all the time.
Oh, yeah, because the dirty looks I get, if she's got to watch the kids and keep them out of my office because we're doing this, oh, yeah. Here you go, honey. Get your nails done.
Jesse, thanks again for the 10.
Genuinely appreciate it. And your card has been mailed out. Anybody who is a member, old or new, while supplies last, we will send you a Dan Kramer UFC Topps trading card.
And he said he's going to be in the chat. I mean, it's a co-main.
He keeps texting us. What a bum Dan Kramer is. Honestly, we should burn the cards. But
let me just say too, bald head, bearded cowboy is terrifying.
So did you ever hear that story? And let me know in the group chat if you guys, or the super whatever this is, live chat. That Cowboy has a card with him. Chael Sonnen told this story. Has a card with him that it's basically a corporate credit card from Budweiser or Anheuser, whatever, Budweiser, and he can buy any product that they make anywhere, and they cover it. So that's why he just drinks for free everywhere he goes. So when he goes out partying, Donald Cerrone. So when he goes out partying with people, he goes, no, the beers are on me. So they'll just go to a random gas station, charge a ton of beers, pound them, then go into a bar. But if they go into a bar, he can't order vodka or anything. He's got to drink the beer. So it was a really cool story that Chael Sonnen told. His YouTube channel is rock solid.
Hey, it's easy, isn't it? Monkey knife fight. I mean, it's easy stuff. We try to tell you guys. And it sounds like we just say it because we're partnered with them. But it really is easy stuff, man. It really is easy stuff. And it's fun, too. It's something different.
It is. And listen, I'll be transparent. We get paid. They pay us. Monkey Knife Fight pays us for new people that spend money. That's what we get paid for. So obviously we want you to go in there and spend money.
Immediately goes to wrestling. We talked about that.
He didn't go for wrestling. Oh wait, Morono went for wrestling.
No, Donald.
Yeah,
he just had double underhooks.
Double underhooks is wrestling now?
He just shot across and shot.
He shot across. Did any of his body parts touch the mat other than his feet?
I wish I would have seen a little knee drop there.
Okay, so he did not wrestle, is what you're telling me?
He's getting ready to.
He's getting ready to. What a joke. This is unbelievable. I just finished saying we have something special here, and you have to say
I'm on cloud 9 now.
You have to say some nonsense like Donald Cerrone just took a shot.
This feels like old times, just week after week, lock of the week. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, literally 10 of my last 13 underdogs. Can we just keep talking about lock of the week? This kind of looks like the way the Conor fight started, where you just kind of got blitzed.
Morono looks huge, dude. Morono looks legit big. Hawes shocked me. Props to his cardio.
Oh, he just got hit kicked. Donald just got hit kicked.
Pre-sale passwords, I agree with you. Hawes' cardio, I don't agree with you that it was shocking.
That was a headbutt.
Because I had Hawes to win. But Hawes' cardio looked amazing.
You know what's funny about this is Donald said in that interview too. He's like, if I was Morono, I would come out and just get right in my face because that's how I would fight Cowboy. It's just just pressure.
Because the whole world knows Cowboy's a slow starter. That's been his entire career. That was the narrative when he was in the WEC. Live bets for Canelo minus 500. Minus 500 for Canelo, huh? I don't know enough about Sanders to make an intelligent argument there.
I'm not. I know Canelo's good, but I'm not a boxing guy. I know Jake Paul's the best boxer in the world.
Yeah, what's funny is you are that crowd. Big Twitch, you're a big Twitch fan. watching
I'm not
YouTube
sure.
long before
I
YouTube
don't-
was a thing.
I don't think they're on Twitch. But yeah, I do seem like a guy that would be like, yeah, Jake Paul, he's awesome. No, I don't like Jake Paul.
That exchange Jake Paul had with Mayweather was just complete nonsense. Dude.
I told you the thing that Mayweather should have done is just drop the fight with Logan and say, well, you're not getting paid now.
You blew 100%.
Yeah.
Because,
Do
and
you
then
know-
they'll,
do you know
and then they'll
Floyd-
just rebook it.
Do you know
6 months
Floyd's
in.
worth $1 billion now?
I don't know how that's possible.
It was like literally just came out last week with Forbes. All his properties and everything. $1 billion.
Well, when
Which is crazy. There's the wrestling I talked about. So there's it's crazy
the
too.
fact
is
that you
is that
think
he
cowboy ducking and grabbing is
there's that wrestling.
But Morono, interesting. If you guys aren't watching, Morono took Cowboy down with a sweep, right? Tied up the upper body, tripped the legs, took him down,
Ooh.
and let him stand back up. So Morono
There's the wrestling.
wants to keep this on his feet. That's what's interesting is you keep saying there's the wrestling, and you're not wrong. He kind of ducked under and grabbed, but Cowboy didn't actually try to execute a takedown. He's just like ducking under the big shots. That is interesting.
No, but back to Floyd. It's the crazy part about him being worth $1 billion is how much money he spends. Because you think of like Bill Gates, all these guys are worth billions of dollars. They're like, and I'm not saying that Floyd's not a businessman, but that dude spends. Yeah, I mean that guy has actively spent $1 million on just random NFL games, like a halftime score. Like here's $1 million. So the guy just blows through money, still worth $1 billion. I mean that's how crazy his empire is.
It is crazy. David Raymond with the funny. So the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight, they did. I don't know what their numbers were. I don't know what the pay-per-view numbers were, but they did come out the following.
we got stunned there.
That wasn't good for Cowboy. Man, this is a problem. Triller did come out a few days later saying they're suing everybody who live streamed because 60 million people live streamed it for free without paying.
Yeah, the best part is they were like, in 72 hours we're going to start suing people, so come forward now.
Yeah, where's the lawsuit?
Like pay your whatever, 50
They
bucks
offer,
or whatever.
yeah, pay us now.
Pay it now. Oh man, Cowboy looks like the Cowboy we thought we would see. I mean,
He's aging. His
Yeah.
chin isn't there. His timing isn't there. But the problem is he's a slow starter. So how much of this is Cowboy the slow starter versus that's not good. He's rocked.
done. He's done.
He's not done.
He's done.
He's not done.
He's 100% done.
He's
He's
not
not
done.
getting out of this round. No way. Look at him.
35 seconds?
That was a tough body shot there.
That's not
knees,
good.
knees,
Not
boom, done.
So Cowboy's getting lit up right now against the cage.
You don't want to see him go out like this. And he talked about that in the interview too. Is like
Ah.
he doesn't want this fight to be over and get that call from Dana saying, that call from Dana where it's like, hey, we appreciate your time. He's like, I don't want this fight to be that fight that happens with. So it's
And
this is
Canadian-
tough because not only because we thought Cowboy. I mean, there's a lot of us. I don't know. Did he make it in your lineup?
He was in
But
my
just-
lineup, but
but
my
just as a-
analysis was the short notice is why
But I think
picked him.
right now, just as a person, nobody wants to see Donald go out losing 5 straight fights.
You know what's funny? Earlier today, I watched a Big John McCarthy and what's his name? Damn it! I've spent some actual time with this dude too. Who's the handsome little fighter that does Bellator stuff, aka Staple? Oh my God, I can't remember his name. They're
Daniel
two-
Cormier,
No.
the handsome little guy. Josh Thompson.
Josh Thompson. Thank you, David Raymond. I just watched. So
Whoa!
Ramon. I spent some real time with Josh Thompson.
You're not gonna apologize.
I spent some real time with Josh Thompson. He's a good dude. Anyway, Josh, I just watched a podcast with Josh Thompson and Big John McCarthy, and they talked about Cowboy. They were talking about the Diego getting cut thing and how once Diego's team started calling and asking for medical records, they got cut like that. And they said, here's the problem, man. Once you start mentioning that stuff, the UFC's been around for 20 plus years, you are gone immediately. They don't want to deal with the long-term problems. They don't want to deal with the long-term health care. And they're like, Donald Cerrone is next. Like, Donald Cerrone is the next guy that goes from hero, people's champ, loses a few, takes some damage, and the UFC is just not going to pick up these calls anymore. And I hope that doesn't happen, but it will be interesting.
Just real quick, my great friend, who we've referenced on this podcast many times, Big Don, is in first place in our league. So shout out to Big Don. Big Don's not in the chat. He's been a big supporter.
He was
He's a
in
member.
the chat. He was in the chat.
Big Don was in the chat?
He said Big Don in the chat, and then I don't know what happened after that.
I don't think Big Don was in the chat.
All right, here we go. What's the
You
bet?
can scroll up. I don't think Big Don was in the chat.
Right here. Hold on, it's here.
Yeah, Big Don was not in the chat. I can tell you that. I know what he's doing tonight. It's not in the chat. I'll tell you that.
Hold on. I'll find it. You keep talking and entertain the people. I'll find this because I love.
Ooh, you might want to read. You might want to really quickly with that apology. So, David, you know I'm on your side. You think that's funny?
Because I said Raymond.
You think that's funny?
There's no tilde and there's no E.
I mean, you're being super. I mean, look at. I mean, wow, the disrespect. I think he's being serious.
I am obviously joking, but hold on while I try to prove Jacob wrong with something else.
Big Don, I'll tell you right now, he's not in the chat. 100%.
I will find it. Oh! What does this say? Oh, son of a bitch.
Wait, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Just delete it. Oh, I figured you can delete comments here.
Yeah. Oh, Jordan Burgard at 9:05 p.m. Big Don in the chat. I win that argument.
That was when I was in the bathroom.
I win that argument.
Oh, my God. Right before the main event. Look who's here, guys. Look who's here. The non-member Dan Kramer. The non-member.
No
Yo,
crown.
everyone, hey, members, get the Dan Kramer emojis. We got the Dan Kramer emojis. Let's see the Dan Kramer emojis.
Dan hates his own emoji, and honestly,
Lock of the week.
that's his problem.
Look, Dan can't even use his own emoji.
Yeah.
Dan has his own emoji, and he can't even use his own emoji.
He might be able to use it.
I
don't know.
Because he's a
Here's the
moderator,
thing.
maybe?
Even if YouTube let him use it, Dan is not technology aware enough to figure out how to use it.
No, there's no way.
Every single, you guys don't know, but like we use Zoom to do this. Dan literally like calls me. I can't get into my Zoom. Angela, what's my Zoom password? It's legitimately embarrassing. He has no idea how to use his own phone. He can't use a computer. It's rough, man. It's like trying to teach your grandparents how to FaceTime their kids.
Angelo is lying. I agree. I think he's lying too. I'm on Team Dan here. I'll keep him in check, Dan. Don't worry about it.
That's not a turd, Dan. It's a glove. It's an MMA glove.
And you're licking it like BJ Penn.
The blood.
He's licking it like BJ Penn and crying the tears of the man he just.
Dan,
beat
I haven't checked our bet, Dan. This is a sincere thing. Jacob, why don't you pull up the DraftKings contest for
Yeah,
for
no problem. Yeah, whatever you say.
for the league, and let me see.
Boy, 3/4 of a beard. I'm about blitzed.
That sounds about right. Let me see how Dan, you and I are doing together. Ooh,
Wait, what am I bringing up?
oh boy.
Yeah, you sure you want to bring that up?
No, I'm talking. No, bring up the fan league where we pay you cash money. If you are a subscriber to this channel and you win the fan league, there's a link in the description. We will give you $15. Like straight up Venmo you or PayPal you $15 of actual cash. If you're a member, we will give you $30. We'll double it. So if there's a join button below this video, click the join button. It's a couple of bucks. It supports us. Every dollar goes right back into the channel, and we just start paying people to play in our DraftKings league. What I was looking up is Daniel and I bet money every single week, lineup versus lineup, and I was seeing how we were doing, and Dan's lineup is not terrible.
First of all, hold on.
We both had
Hold
Cerrone,
on.
though.
Chris V, we missed this.
What happened?
Before the Morano Cowboy fight, he took Morano by KO for plus 650.
Damn.
And hit that bet. I'm sorry we missed that, man. That's great, plus 650.
That's great money.
Oh my God! Why didn't you tell? You got to tell us beforehand, man. I would have played that with you. Unreal. That's awesome, Chris. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is.
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, plus 650 is solid. I would have taken plus 650 if I saw those odds. I thought Cowboy was going to win, but plus 650 for a knockout. If he's going to lose, that's how he's going to lose.
And listen, if he said he trained as hard as, and obviously this is a lot different fight than what he thought he was going to get, because Diego is not the same fighter as Morano, and he said he didn't want to take this fight, and somehow he was convinced to take this fight. So I mean, Cowboy might want to look at his camp and say, "Who convinced me to take this fight?" Because he literally said, "I didn't want to take the fight."
It is a problem. It sucks that he did that, because at this point in his career, he shouldn't be taking fights he doesn't want to take, right? If his initial instinct, if Cowboy's initial instinct was, I don't want this fight, he shouldn't have taken it. Just straight up shouldn't. He's a straight up legend. He's fought everybody. He's done every favor on planet Earth. There's no reason he should have taken it if he didn't want to take it. None.
So we got this up right now.
All right, so let's check out the league. We have.
You can drive the train if you want. Drive that train. Come on, drive
All right,
the
so
train.
in the fan league, we have
Come on, ride the train. And ride it.
Okay, I guess I'll
Come
just
on, ride the train.
wait for that to stop. I mean,
And ride it.
okay.
Come on, ride the train. And ride it. Come on, ride the train. And ride
I'm
it.
just watching the.
Come on,
Like,
ride. I mean,
the
this
numbers,
is what
the numbers drop. It's
Three quarters
ridiculous.
of a beer. This is what happens.
Go in the other room and
Come
throw
on,
up.
ride the train.
All right, stop. So, I'm looking at the fan league. If you are a subscriber, K Drahal, and you win, you'll get $15. If you're a member, we'll give you $30. So check out the join button below this video and click it. So looking at your lineup, you are 5 for 6 so far, and you have the favorite in the main event. You went with Jacob's Lock of the Week, Neil Magny, 71 points. DeLima
Smart man.
for 106 points. We were all very high on DeLima, so that was solid. Gillespie, we were all very high on Gillespie, 118 points. Phil Hawes, I was high on Phil Hawes. Dan was. Jacob wasn't. And then Park at 76. Park is a funny one because, we thought Nchukwu was live for a knockout, but Dan came in with the insight that Park was, while his recent fight shows he's a grappler, he actually is a boxer. And he has solid striking. And he's a striker who learned to grapple after he lost a fight. So that insight helped. I know a bunch of you picked up Park after Dan's insight there. I threw Park in my lineup because of the Angelo Hill
like
drop.
the singing. Do I keep going?
No, you do not. So K. Drahul in first place by a decent margin. Jesse 77C, you're done. You can't get first place. You went 4-2, and this is what's crazy about DraftKings. This is why I do 50-50s. Jesse 77C went 4-2, which you would think is bad, but dude scored 467 points, almost 500 points, going 4-2.
Yeah, because Klein.
And that would take money. So let's just back up real quick. If that lineup is in 50-50s and double ups, that takes money. Anyone near 500 takes money in 50-50s and double ups. So I know a lot of you check out the channel, do your lineups, and then you play those $100,000, $200,000, and that's great. And you got to do that, right? You got to try to win it. Somebody came into this group chat, this live chat said, we used Dan Kramer's lineup and won $27,000. So that's
What,
huge.
like $70-some thousand?
No, that number changed every day. It was 27.
I think it was $750,000.
Yeah. So somebody used Dan's lineup, pick for pick. Great, that's why we do this.
Still looking at that?
And won 77. And won 70. See what you did? Won $27,000.
$965 million.
So you need to take your lineups.
Someone used Dan's lineup and now owns DraftKings
Okay.
because they won with the lineup. That was the play.
So you need to take your lineup and you need to sprinkle it into some of those
Yo, Chris,
giant.
I think you just
Jesus,
showed up.
Mary.
No, if I see Lock of the Week in the chat, excuse me, sir, I think he just showed up. Lock of the Week. We got to support. I appreciate that, Chris. It hit again. I mean, it's no surprise. At this point, it actually concerns me that you guys are like surprised when the Lock of the Week hits now, because I literally have hit 10 of my last like 13 weeks Lock of the Week. What's that? Yeah, he left the room. That's what I thought. I said, what's that? He just leaves the room. There you go. Who do you guys have in this next fight? Because I actually think that Michelle, so I flip-flopped on this fight, like back and forth because I think Rodriguez was going to just run through her, and then I had Michelle in my lineup, and then the Rebos fight dropped, so then I put Rodriguez back in my lineup. Angelo's Venmo incoming shortly. Dan, you got to become a member, man. Somewhere below on your screen, there's a join button. I don't know where it's at. Just right below somewhere. Can somebody help Dan out? Dan, you just click join, and it'll say, do you want to become a member? And you become a member. You have emojis, Dan, that you can't even use. You have emojis. You have emoji made after you that cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars, and you can't even use it because you're not a member. This is crazy. I've already got a bet on your Lock of the Week next week. Hey, I don't blame you. What's next week's card? I might be able to. I'll tell you guys right now what my lock week might be. Let me look at next week's card. Let me give you a little 411. We'll go a little foreshadowing here. A little foreshadowing. Click the super chat and check member instead of super chat. So you go. Appreciate it, King Rob. Change the emoji and then I'm in, he says. Okay. What a diva this guy is, huh? We promote him one time and now it's like all about Dan.
Oh, 100%. Dan is by far the biggest diva
great picks, Dan and Angelo.
of the group.
Whoa. I mean, I'm about to be 5 for 6. Great picks, Dan and Angelo.
We do have great picks. Who said that?
Chris did, right after saying lock of the week. All of a sudden, he just turns on me and goes back to you guys.
Yeah, we nailed it.
I mean, that was an evil
That's what we
laugh.
do.
What kind of laugh was that?
That was a.
You said,
It's 1,100 degrees in this room, and if we're gonna continue,
yeah,
to
this
do
chair
these,
is ruined. My nutsack is just.
If we're gonna,
absolutely.
my children sit on that chair. That's a dining room chair.
It's
If we're gonna continue, if you guys like this duo,
now.
let me know if you like the two of us doing this together, or if you prefer Jacob in his apartment.
and be honest.
Yeah, be honest. No, I'm not going to be offended on camera. Because we'll figure it out. We'll make it better every single
Hey,
week.
Chris, we saw the 650, and we acknowledge that you called that 650. That was an incredible bet. So we're happy for you on that one for sure.
Yeah, no, you nailed that. Yeah, that's huge. That's huge. And what were the odds? So that was Morono by knockout. I wonder what Morono by knockout in the first round would be. It'd be 1,100.
Probably one of those 2,000 or 2,200. One of those probably. Maybe not. It'd probably be 1,600, 1,700.
We like to live chat with anybody.
Yo, imagine next week. So we're already, while you left the room, they were talking about, someone already said, I'm taking your lock of the week next week. So we're already kind of foreshadowing. We're looking at next week's card.
Wait, let me tell them about the promotion for next week. So Monkey Knife
I
Fight.
forgot about the promotion. Go ahead.
I
I'll give you the full. I'm going to mute my mic. Drink my
Fine,
mic. There you go.
finally, holy shit. All right, so any of you who are new here and haven't been here before, we do fight breakdowns, Monkey Knife Fight parlay picks, DraftKings lineups, and we do full betting guides. Monkey Knife Fights is a genuine partner of us. We help them, they help us, right? We try to drive traffic, bring awareness, get you guys excited about what they do, and in return, they give us awesome deals to provide to you, which hopefully will grow the channel. What we're doing next week, they reached out and they said, let's do a promotion for the next pay-per-view. The next pay-per-view is the lightweight title fight. And the promotion we came up with is Jacob's Lock of the Week. So, if you play $20 in Monkey Knife Fight next week on anybody, any line, anybody, and Jacob's Lock of the Week hits. Don't talk, you said you were muted.
When it hits.
And if Jacob's Lock of the Week hits next week, Monkey Knife Fight will give you $10 free. Just straight up, here's $10 to play with. So that's the promotion they're running for next week. They reach out to us. They are phenomenal partners. If you've never done Monkey Knife Fight and you're new here and you haven't watched any of the videos, basically click the link in the description or check out the graphic around us. Go to playmkf.com/wewantpicks. And basically, they have over-under, more or less significant strike lines for every single fight. And then you decide if somebody will land more or less than that line. And if you hit it, you triple your money. So, next week, again, if you play $20 or more, and Jacob's Lock of the Week hits, we don't know who it is yet. Do you even know who it is yet?
Well, that's what I was going to. Somebody asked, and I'm looking at the card now, which they don't have all the odds on there, but Michael Chandler is an underdog.
All right, well, don't give anything away yet.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just at first glance, I have no idea. I literally take this Lock of the Week serious, guys. It's not just like a shot in the wind. I do my research and I figure out what underdog. I mean, you saw even my losses. My last 3 losses. Rojo won the first round, could have won a decision. Burchek had the guillotine, like I said he was going to get. Liang Na dropped the girl and was dominating her. I mean, I do my research on this Lock of the Week, and just at first glance, Michael Chandler looks enticing to me. That's just at first glance with no
He's
research.
old, man. Michael Chandler's almost got the cowboy effect going on. But anyway, Monkey Knife Fight.
He dominated his UFC debut.
He did. You're 100% correct.
Old.
He's been in some wars, dude. You didn't watch his Bellator career. He has been in some wars. Everybody commenting in the live chat that Monkey Knife Fight is easy and you make a ton of money. Yeah. You triple your money. Literally, you triple your money. If you play 10, you win 30. If you play 100, what? So 200 on any.
20.
Sorry, so 20 on any play, even if it isn't. Yeah, 100%. It's $20. So next week, if you play $20 on any significant strike line, any one, and Jacob's Lock of the Week hits, then they'll give you $10 free to play with. Any line. Doesn't have to be the Lock of the Week.
Lock of the Week's taking over, guys.
So they're just handing out free money and trying to take care of you guys because you're associated with us, and they want to help us because they know that, you know, we have a genuine, dedicated fan base who sort of takes our advice. If you guys have been playing our Monkey Knife Fight picks or even your own picks that aren't ours, it is almost impossible to lose money. And I'm not like, this isn't Angelo who makes commission talking. Let's just do some simple math. You triple your money if you hit. So you can play 3. I can pick 3 different fights. And I could, let's say I go 1 and 2. I win 1, I lose 2. I break even. I'm even. I leave the night even. No money lost. If I win 2 and lose 1, I double my money. If I win 3, I triple my money. We talked about it earlier. We do our full betting breakdown video. And when we do our betting guide and we're looking for bets, I'm taking favorites and I'm looking for prop bets to turn those favorites into plus 200, plus 220. But the reality is every single play in Monkey Knife Fight is plus 300. So why am I hunting for plus 200 prop bets when I can do Monkey Knife Fight Daily Fantasy and get plus 300 on every single thing I do? Anyway, there's a link. We have a promo code. Here's the best way to do it. And then I'm done with my sales pitch. Go to playmkf.com/WeWantPicks. Do a deposit, whatever amount you want to do. Use promo code WWP. They will match it. So if you deposit $50, let's say, they'll match it with 50, so you'll have 100. Use the free 50. Keep your 50. Use the free 50. Play that. And then when you win, you'll get that back, and you'll triple it. And now all of a sudden you have the house's money, and you're playing with that. So that's my advice to you guys. It's super easy. It's a ton of fun. And the promo we have next week, all rides on Jacob. So you better be dialed in, dude. You miss this Lock of the Week, you're going to let a lot of people down.
Yeah, take a drink there. My God. What a spiel, guys.
I could talk, man.
What a spiel that was.
Okay. Dan with the smart mouth comments.
That was like 13 straight minutes. We haven't even talked about this Rodriguez-Waterson fight.
Rodriguez has.
That was a big breath, dude.
That was a big breath because I'm nervous about this fight.
That was a big breath.
I have Waterson in my lineup. I picked her because I think she's more well-rounded. But Rodriguez got power for days, man. Power for days.
I honestly hope this goes 5 rounds because I love watching. Michelle Waterson's one of the most fun people to watch fight. Just because she's so in and out and so active and so good everywhere that, hold on.
Why are you yelling? Oh, that's why.
Hold on. The biggest super chat of the night goes to Big Don.
Giant Don.
Excuse me, sir?
Well, it's $25. Giant Don.
Unreal. Y'all are doing great. Keep it up. Big Don. Blow it up in the chat for Big Don. Can we get some Big Dons in the chat? Can you guys just type out Big Don? Maybe like a BD? Does that make sense? Like a BD?
Yeah, because the D definitely stands for Don and Big D. Relax.
BD in the chat?
Relax.
For Big Don?
Joe, I agree.
Maybe just Big D? Maybe just Big D in the chat?
Joe, I agree. Thank you.
Well, we're not.
Thank you, Jordan.
This is a $25.
I said thank you very much. You know him personally.
Look him in the eye and tell him thank you.
You know him personally.
Look him.
It's
in
very
the
hard for me.
Eye.
You're getting text messages. So, thank you, Jordan. It's appreciated. Very, very genuinely appreciated. And Joe, I agree. I'm very nervous for this fight. Like legitimately nervous for this fight because. I have Waterson in my lineup. I think Waterson can win this fight, but Marina's got power for days. Let me know in the chat if any of you have saw the episode of Ninja Warrior that Karate Hottie was on. So she was on Ninja Warrior and lost inside of 20 seconds, which sucks because she's such an athlete. She literally slipped and fell into the water on like the jump side to side nonsense in the beginning. But this is a tricky fight, man.
She's from Florianopolis, which sounds a lot like Indianapolis. So I'm glad she made it back into my lineup.
Florianopolis sounds like a fake place, honestly.
Well, I'm glad she made it back into my lineup. I'll tell you that.
Waterson is going to determine how much money I'll win. Yeah, Joe.
I literally had both these people in my lineup at one point. That's how back and forth this fight is.
It's
Well,
listen.
I think Waterson's going to win. I have Rodriguez in my lineup. I think that Waterson finds a way to win. That's my final prediction.
I think. Oh, damn, she's small here. I think the highest.
She's not small when you see her legs. I'll tell you that.
I think the relax, dude. I'm right next to you. I think the highest scoring, DraftKings scoring MMA fight in history was Wei Li versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk. This could be like that. Because Marina has Wei Li power and Waterson has Jędrzejczyk accuracy and toughness. I hope it is like that, honestly.
I hope it is too. I hope this goes a long, long time. See, now when you see him like standing and Michelle does not look small.
She's not like, I guess shorter, I guess is, because Marina does have some skinny legs, but this fight dictates my lineup as well. So I have enough points where I'll win money in 50-50s and double ups. But if Waterson puts up some real points, I might take home some
if Rodriguez wins,
solid chunks.
I go 5 for 6 this week. My only loss is Dawkins.
That was a bad loss, but yeah.
Bad loss? He almost choked him out in the first.
Bad loss meaning like it was close. Bad, like frustrating.
No, I don't get frustrated.
Not bad, like terrible pick. Yeah, no, you're very composed. Yeah, I agree with you, Ansi. I like the Venom stuff. And what's so funny, before Jacob jumps in, I have a text message from Jacob just saying the Venom stuff sucks. Literally 2 days later, he's like, I love the Venom stuff. So just no spine whatsoever. Completely change your opinion on the Venom clothes.
No, I finally saw it on some people. I saw a couple pictures with Aljamain Sterling, the fake champ.
Venom's great stuff. And Dan, if you're still in the chat, you probably left, probably asleep, passed out somewhere. Dan, if you're still in the chat, I didn't get you a Venom sponsorship, but we definitely had some Venom stuff in the past, and Venom was floating around American Top Team for a while. They have like legit high quality stuff. So I was excited when I heard about the Venom partnership because they're an actual MMA clothing company and they have good quality stuff. Marina just backed up Waterson big time. I don't think she landed anything there. I think she just scared her with her power and backed her up.
You're just on top of the mic now.
Go ahead. You do
No, just really, just go after it.
If I were you, I'd be frustrated too. You did this by yourself for weeks.
No, this is fine for me. I get to sit back and relax. You try to talk for 4 straight hours, but you just talked for 4 straight hours in the last 20 minutes.
The box wine in the Meat Church Yeti helps for sure.
Hector had a Venom sponsor.
Yeah, and Venom was high quality stuff. Like their gloves are legit good. I'm not loving Waterson's entry there. So Waterson attempted a really bad takedown with no timing whatsoever. Marina cracked her and Waterson backed out. I do not love that. 7 years of sparring, I got a pair of shin guards. Yeah, but that's a good pair though, Dan. That's a solid pair of shin guards. A pair of shin guards and a concussion. Yeah, this is an interesting fight. I'm very curious to see if anybody's monitoring the live betting lines on this fight. I would love to know what they are after this round. I feel like this is a close round. Marina seems to be dictating the pace a bit, but I don't think Waterson's backing down. What are you seeing?
It seems like they both respect each other for sure. You look at the strikes right now; it's only 13-8, and we thought this would be, that's 3 minutes into this round. So I think they both respect each other.
Yeah, Waterson's probably worried about the power, and I bet Marina's worried about a takedown. That would be my my guess here. And you could definitely see Waterson's worried about the power because a few times Marina threw some big strikes, and Waterson literally covered up big time and backed up. This is tricky. How many of you need this to win money in DraftKings? I'm very curious about that. And how many of you played Monkey Knife Fights with this? And if you did you go more or less? What were your thoughts on that?
There's the first shot. Didn't get it. A little spinning back fist. Oh, that was almost a nice little
she caught that?
side kick.
I was reading the chat. She caught that kick?
But it almost was like it hit her in the chest, and it was almost like sweet chin music there.
Gotcha. So Marina caught Waterson's kick Backdrop.
She shot the takedown, and then off the takedown through a spinning back fist, and then a side kick off the spinning back fist that she halfway caught.
Listen, I think Waterson looks pretty good here, honestly. My big concern is Marina's power. Waterson's in this, man.
She doesn't want to be against the fence, I'll tell you that.
Her takedowns don't look as good as I was hoping, but she's in this.
You didn't even see her first takedown attempt. You were looking at the chat.
Oh, Waterson drops Marina with a kick to the knee on the way in. That is the type of kick that might affect Marina the next few rounds. She's bouncing on it. That might have hurt her. We'll see, man. Your knee is only supposed to go in one direction. And if Waterson cracked it on the way in and it went the other way.
Was it her left knee or right knee?
It was Marina's right knee, so her back knee.
That's an important knee, I tell you that.
It's a very important knee, and I may have read that completely wrong, but that's how I saw that. And she basically dropped.
Ooh,
that's not good.
So
she's limping. She's limping a little bit.
Rodriguez
Who do you guys think? Who do you guys think won that round? Yeah, I think
it was pure striking, and she's winning the striking. So
I agree. I think Marina won that round, but let me know what you guys think. Less on both for Jesse Correia. My mother's from Italy, so I can roll my R's, Jesse. I got that down. What a round. I agree. That was a good round. I was hoping Waterson's experience can help her win, especially with a short notice 5-round fight. I agree, Canadian RSK. That was my logic here. I'm going with Vet Savvy in this. The money line odds are Rodriguez minus 480, Waterson plus 310. So is that a live money line?
What's funny is everyone in our league picked Waterson except for me.
Because she's so cheap.
No, Nick has Rodriguez.
Nick Newell. How's he doing? Let me see.
He's in
5th. So this is interesting. I'm curious.
If Rodriguez wins, me and Nick will both go 5 for 6.
And I might be imagining things because of the cup I got going on here. But I think Marina was limping a little bit from that knee. And when I say that knee, I mean Waterson.
Her left knee looks beat up.
And when I say that knee, I mean Waterson kicked the knee. Marina dropped. She came right back up, but she dropped. Like, it affected her. This is an interesting fight. So if you're new here, this is what we do. We break down fights. We give you bet picks. We give you monkey knife fight picks and DraftKings lineups. We were split on this fight, though. I went Waterson. The others went Marina.
I've got the I forgot I had the Waterson. They were talking about in the chat, the submission bet. And my Waterson submission bet.
In the first round?
No.
In general?
Yeah, just in general. I got it for plus 800.
You talk. I'm going to check my monkey knife fight. My monkey knife fight plays here. What do I got going
on? It is so hot in here.
It's very hot in here.
I think my computer's about to explode.
So I hit Chickwoo Park, triple my money. I hit Waterson. Oh my God, I already hit this. Waterson Cerrone. So if you do monkey knife fight, they do the main card pick. They match 2 fighters. I already hit it. I went the you basically just pick the line who lands more strikes, Waterson or Cerrone. I said Waterson. She has already landed more strikes than Cerrone did. I tripled my money.
They're getting after it now.
Would you look at this?
I couldn't care less, man. I couldn't care less.
That's
Rodriguez is a negative 700 live right now. Those live bets are interesting. I think I would take Michelle on those live odds.
I missed my Cerrone Morono play. I did less Cerrone, which I hit. More on Morono. The Morono line was 36.5, and he threw 35, so I missed that by freaking 2 punches. Monkey knife fights, man. I missed that, and I'm still cashing a ton of money. You can't beat that.
You got plus 900. I got plus 800. So you got better than me.
Yeah, you got solid odds there.
It doesn't look like she's gonna be able to get this fight to the ground though.
Rodriguez is minus 700 live. That's crazy.
If she hasn't gotten to the fight to the ground already, I don't know if she's going to.
So Brent wants us to check the DraftKings standings between rounds. We can do that. 2.5 minutes. We'll have it up for you. You know, Jacob's not a forward thinker. So he came here and I said, you know what?
I didn't start the timer.
You're good. We'll do it next round.
Yeah, you're good.
Lots of crowns in the chat, guys. We appreciate that. All the memberships are appreciated. This is a great fight. I'm curious, how many of you are watching the fight and listening to us? And how many of you are just listening to us
More questionnaires.
and not watching the fights because, I want to know, like, should we be play-by-playing this or just reacting to what we're watching? So let me know if you're looking
Rodriguez
for play-by-play
turning
or
up the heat
reactions.
here. She is turning up the heat, which I don't think Waterson's going to have any issue with pace. So if she wants to turn up the heat, I think Waterson will play with her.
Both. Okay. Yeah, I don't think she. Oh, Stephen Larry. Stephen Larry was like one of the first people to ever support us. So thank you very much, Stephen. All right, so everybody's watching and listening to us, so we don't need to do a ton of play-by-play, which is great.
Rodriguez is minus 1,000 now. Waterson plus 550. That's weird that those odds are so. Those odds would make sense if she already had 3 rounds banked in, like 3 solid rounds that she won. But this is, I mean, she might go up 2-0 here, but it's not like she's like completely
You're
dominating
saying she's
the fight.
like blowing her wad trying to put this away?
No, I'm saying the plus 1,000, or I mean minus 1,000 odds would make sense for odds makers if she had already banked in 3 rounds that you know that she won, because then Waterson would need a finish, right? So, I mean, minus 1,000 when she's might be up 2-0 when Waterson doesn't look awful seems like pretty high odds.
Yeah, Oliver, you're probably 5 seconds ahead of us. So I think there's like a built-in 5-second delay between live stream, whatever. What if you have DVR or live? You know.
Yeah, and usually we have the timer right here. I forgot the start of this round.
Next round we'll start a timer. If you want to hit pause on the TV and then hit play when the timer sync, then what we're saying will sync up perfectly.
Michelle's using good kicks now.
Listen,
there's a takedown. Got her leg.
Michelle is tough as hell.
Didn't get it.
Michelle is more well-rounded, but she's not landing these takedowns.
That was the best entry.
It was
the other one,
solid
she didn't really
entry.
get a leg, but that was a good one.
You're
I mean,
100% correct.
I mean, this is crazy now. But Michelle's been in all. I mean, nobody's been more wars probably than Michelle at this point.
Tim Hands with probably the most accurate comment. No one's hitting pause. I agree. I wouldn't hit pause on this either. I mean, it's 2-0 Marina, right? It's got to be 2-0 Marina.
I would agree.
Yeah. It's 2-0 Marina. Waterson's backing up. Marina's sort of dictating. But Waterson's scoring points.
Who wanted us to check the...
Yeah, pull it up. Pull up the DraftKings.
It's up right now. I'm trying to say
it was Brent. Our buddy Brent, man.
what's his name?
Yeah, Brent. What is your DraftKings name? Maybe he doesn't have one. But go to K. Drahul. Oh, K. Drahul we broke down. Jesse77, you're done for. But let's look at K and then Aaron. So, Aaron, you need Waterson. Not looking great. Joe, what do you got, Joe? Joe, also Waterson. And then we have a Rodriguez in 5th place. So, basically.
I think he said he was in 5th place.
Okay. So, basically, 5th place, you're not going to overcome first because go to first real quick. I'm pretty sure first also has Rodriguez. First has Rodriguez. So, if Waterson wins, Arjun 0124, you will win our contest, and we will send you $15 unless you're a member, and we'll send you $30. Kadra Hall, if you're in this chat right now, I'm going to give you some financial advice. Become a member, and we'll send you $30 instead of $15. Oh no,
That was a slip.
okay,
She just slipped.
okay, okay. This is a crazy fight. Good for them. They're going at
She
it.
almost ate that head kick.
I mean, the loser's going to put up some real points, right?
Oh, well, she reversed this. Yeah, that's where Waterson really needs to turn up her own pressure and control this fight. Because if she doesn't take control of this fight, it's gonna get out of control pretty quick. Because you can see Rodriguez just ramping up and ramping up and ramping up. So this is perfect for Waterson right now. Control the fight, slow it down a little bit, her pace, try to work for this takedown. She's got double underhooks. She's got. I mean, if she didn't get the fight to the ground right now with double underhooks, I don't know if she's ever going to.
Yeah, it's interesting because double underhooks, she doesn't look to be trying to take it to the ground, and now she kind of does, but she didn't do anything with it. She just had the double underhooks lifting them up, but unless you're going to step in front of it or drop down to the legs, I don't know why you have that. Like, what are you working for? If your back is against the cage, underhooks get you out, but if you're the one pushing against the cage, use those underhooks to get to the legs, and she didn't do that.
I mean, her combos
Damn,
against
man, Marina looks good.
I mean, these combos are crazy. Look how tough Michelle is, though. She just landed like 5 or 6 hooks in a row. And Michelle's just like, fine.
Dude, her face isn't even touched up. Her face looks fantastic.
It's because she's getting boxed in the ears.
But that was what I was saying, dude. $7,000, like putting Michelle Waterson away is not an easy thing to do, and she will score $7,000 worth of points.
She just sat her down with a body kick. A side kick just sat her down. I don't know if they're going to score that as a knockdown, but she did get knocked down by it. She got sat down by a body kick. It wasn't a slip. She got hit in the body and then got sat down.
Too busy looking at you. Herb better back up and let them fight. Yeah, Joe, Herb will. Herb will let one of them end up on a defibrillator before he'll go in there and stop it. Herb lets people die. He's not he's very old school. He's almost there to make sure nothing illegal happens, and he's not really there to stop. So he'll let it go for sure. It's an interesting fight, man.
They didn't score the knockdown. I mean that seemed like a knockdown to me. Side kicked her and sat her down, so she's got to be careful of those takedown
Well, that's
attempts.
probably more of a push down than a knockdown.
I guess, but
You know what I mean? Knockdown, I don't know if there's an actual technical definition behind it, but it might be like hit the head, knockdown.
all those side kicks are landing on the body. That might pay off later. Except we're already kind of approaching later.
Yeah, well, we're now past the point where Waterson can win a decision, right? Like,
I don't know. She might be. I bet she's
she
winning
might
this round.
be winning this round.
I'd
but
say she's winning this round.
I don't know. Marina, just these wild exchanges with Waterson against the cage.
Yeah, the white with the blood all over it's not going to be a good look for the judges either.
You know what? That's Dan. If you're in the chat, Daniel, do you think the shirt color has any effect? Like, I know that sounds super dumb, but if she's wearing black, you don't see the blood. She's wearing white, you see the blood. I wonder if that's a factor. And Dan, you probably don't have the answer. I don't have the answer. So when you go back to American Top Team on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whenever you go, ask some people. It's only for the women fights, but I'm real curious because that might be an actual
Ooh, that was a nice little kick.
An actual decision to make if you're a female fighter.
I mean, I love Michelle because she's one of those that's in these wars, getting pieced up, bleeding like crazy, and I think she just got hit with a hook and then just smiled at her. Like, she's just so tough, just loves it. Loves it.
So Brent is Baby Bo 913.
Yeah, we talked about that. He was in 5th, but he's got Rodriguez.
But you have Rodriguez. So yeah, you're not going to be able to bump up the first, but depending on the situation, you'll still do really, really well. And let me know, did you use that lineup anywhere else, or you just used it here to see what's going on? I'm curious how many people play this one to try to get that free $15 we give out versus use their lineups in actual paid contests elsewhere.
Yeah, so she's getting outstruck 2-1 basically every round.
Yeah, Waterson by decision's not looking great.
Oh, that one hurt her. She's shelling up there. Ooh, good uppercut though. Oh, that was a good strike.
Waterson on the exit with the big overhand.
Rodriguez didn't really like that.
It stumbled Rodriguez, but then she just kept marching forward, dude. She's robotic as hell.
Yeah, her gas tank. If she can do this for another 2 rounds, that'd be one of the most impressive
Waterson
things I've ever
lost the
seen.
first 3 rounds. Winning the next 2 doesn't matter. She needs to win by stoppage.
She has 105 significant strikes already.
Who?
Rodriguez. In 3 rounds.
Yeah, no, she's scoring a ton of points. But Waterson's scoring a ton of points too. $7,000. You got to factor in the price, man. $7,000. Let me check out some of these bets here real quick. Pull up the DraftKings league if anybody's curious between rounds.
Oh, we already did.
Okay. I don't know how to do it. I reached for the mouse like I knew what I was doing.
Yeah, that would have been real interesting. You just shut the whole thing down.
So here's the they're doing the replay. I want to see the Waterson counter right.
I think it's
No. She kicked her leg. That's a trip,
Yeah,
if anything.
I thought it was a.
She went right back to the leg, though. That's the fight IQ with the veteran. Kicked the leg, dropped her, and then immediately went right back to the leg. Boy, minus 5,000. Boy. Oh, minus 10,000. Marina is a minus 10,000 favorite. And how is Michelle Waterson only a plus 1,500 favorite? That's not fair. These odds makers, bunch of con artists. This is a great fight.
Oh.
This is a genuinely good fight. You start your timer 15 seconds late.
Yeah, a little late. I never hurt anyone.
I give Waterson this round, but it's crazy. Stats say otherwise. It's so funny because Chris Toronto, the judges can't see the stats. The judges don't know the significant strikes. They don't know the stats. They just know what they see. So I was wrong with the Neil Magny fight when we were watching it.
Way wrong.
The stats were saying Neil was dominating. I thought Neil was losing that, like with my eyes, but I was wrong there. But the judges can't see stats, so the numbers don't necessarily matter in some fights.
Answer, you saying you should put $5 on it, or you did put $5? Because I'm really rooting for Michelle right now if you actually put $5 up with those odds.
So am I. I mean, I've always been rooting for Michelle, but Marina looks good.
I have always been rooting for Michelle.
So I guess
my entire existence.
I forget her Hebos fight. Did Amanda Hebos try to take her down and couldn't?
Who, Rodriguez?
Yeah, because Rodriguez knocked her out.
That was the weird knockout to where she stunned her. Hebos was like on her ankles, and then Rodriguez just walked away because she thought the fight was called. And then Hebos like got back to her feet, and they still were fighting. And then Hebos like almost got a takedown, but then she hit her again, and then Herb stopped the fight.
But was that the only takedown?
I'm
just trying to determine how takedownable. Oh, there it is.
Submission win time. Submission win time.
Oh, please.
Submission win time.
Come on, Waterson, work her over.
3 minutes left too.
Listen, if you are a wrestler,
Nancy, did you put the 5 on it?
If you're a wrestler and you're in this live chat, you appreciated that takedown as much as I did. She shot, stepped behind it, changed direction, bang, takedown.
And the best part is she knows she needs to get a finish, so she's really going to work here.
I mean, half the group chat or half the live chat here is saying that she won the last round. So
yeah, but
she doesn't necessarily need a finish.
She knows this is the best position for her to win is in this position. Oh man,
she stepped over that leg. If Waterson can pull Rodriguez off the cage, she goes the full mount.
This got very interesting.
This is where I was going with Waterson in the DraftKings league. She's just crafty.
Oh, Chris might be jinxing himself here. He said, fellas, what I say about Rodriguez, just need Canelo to finish. Uh-oh, spoke too soon. Uh-oh.
Canelo to finish.
Uh-oh, to finish that parlay he had.
Oh, I thought he meant...
Because he said he thought he had this. He's jinxing it.
I thought he meant Canelo by finish.
No.
Nah, I got to dive to Indiana.
Drive to Indiana. Jesus.
Drive. Just needed to win by submission. Listen, I'm squinting. Listen, all right, so this round is Waterson's. There's 2 full minutes left, so I might be a little premature, but...
She's not going to give up this position. She's too good.
But this is the veteran savvy that I was sort of banking on. And she has more ways to win. She's got to get her off the cage.
She'll take her back very easily, too, if she spins out of this to get up to her feet.
She's got to get Marina off the cage, though. The cage gives you leverage. The cage gives you options. Remove those options.
Those are hard strikes, man.
Get her off the cage.
I mean, look at the control.
I agree, Daniel Kramer. I wish she wrestled earlier. Where was this takedown last round?
She tried.
She kind of tried. She never fully committed to a takedown. She went to body locks and step behinds, but never was like, I'm shooting this takedown. And before this fight, Jacob was talking about Mother's Day. Michelle Waterson's kid is in the gymnastics tournament. So you used all that to say Michelle's going to lose.
I mean, she is losing.
A lot on her mind.
I mean, she is losing the fight. I mean, you saw the odds. I mean, so.
This is going to be, this is going to be, I'm going to love to see the live betting odds after this round.
Yeah, they're probably S-ing themselves.
It went from minus 10,000. I'm curious to see what that becomes.
Kimura.
I'm curious to see what minus 10,000 becomes right now.
She's trying to lock her forearm.
That's not even close.
Oh, my God, she's got it.
Nobody has Kimura anybody from half guard.
Oh, my God.
This is the non-jiu-jitsu.
I need the submission win.
Ooh, that was a beautiful down elbow.
She's hit like 10 of those already.
They're big, man. They're big. 2 more rounds. Come on. Or 1 more of this. 2 rounds of this total.
Ooh, almost crucifix there.
The cage is the problem. The cage gives Marina some relief.
Big elbow.
It's not enough.
Big elbows.
It's not doing enough damage.
That might be a 10-6 round.
I hope so.
I think it's all tied up.
Dude, Marina popped right back up like nothing happened.
It will be interesting to see how they score that third round. Because it could be 2. It could be 2-2.
It could be, but Marina.
I don't
popped
think it
up.
is.
I don't think so either. Marina popped up like nothing happened. So this next round is not a guarantee. It's not like what we saw with Gregor Gillespie, where Fajeda clearly got tired and then Gillespie took over.
Now it's negative 835 plus 500.
What is it? So it went from minus 10,000 to minus 835? Did we read those numbers correctly? Holy crap, that swing. If you bet minus 10,000, you probably feel so stupid right now. You get it at minus 835.
She's still winning the fight, so.
She's still winning, but the amount of money you had to put on to get back.
What are you going to do? You know what I mean?
Waterson looks good, though, man. There's not really a lot of damage. She's clearly losing, but her face didn't absorb damage. Marina looks like she took no damage, dude. Those elbows were big, but did nothing somehow. There you go, buddy.
She's not coming forward as much as she was.
Michelle's only path to victory here is a takedown and then lighten her up.
Oh, there's your boy, Din
Dan,
Thomas.
yeah, Dan. You know Din Thomas, or Dean Thomas. How do you pronounce his name? Type it out phonetically. We were talking about his name. The announcers say his name differently. Type out Din Thomas's name phonetically. I'm curious how it's actually pronounced. You spent some time with him in an American Top Team. Type that out for us. I'm very curious.
Dean, he says.
Yeah.
Everyone says Din. Everyone on the entire broadcast calls him Din. John Anna calls him Din. The people in the studio calls him Din.
Yeah, it's Dean. Same with Masvidal. Dan, you know Masvidal personally. You train with him. Good dude. You spent some time with him. Me, you, him, and a bunch of other people went out one night. He was super quiet. This is before he was famous. Is it George or Jorge? I know the answer. The answer is George. But type it below phonetically because it turned into Jorge recently.
A lot of staring.
Yeah, a lot of staring because Waterson doesn't want to get lit up and Marina doesn't want to get taken down. And Waterson must realize, like, my only path to victory here at this point is a takedown and then lighten her up.
Yeah, Dan just wrecked you on the Jorge George thing.
What do you say?
About 50-50.
50-50? Was it always 50-50? I only heard George my whole, ever since I knew he existed.
Oh, that was a great uppercut. Holy cow. Yo, she just fainted that. She just fainted that takedown and hit her right in the chin with that uppercut. Oh, she just got clocked. That's the shot that dropped Hebus. That Waterson just ate and smiled at her. That was the exact same shot.
Waterson's tough as hell, and anybody who doubted the $7,000, I mean, she earned more than $7,000 in points right now.
Yeah, she's catching up with strikes.
94 to 150. Yeah, she's about two-thirds of the way there.
It was 3-1.
Yeah, now she's two-thirds of the way there. But, I mean, she was only $7,000 in DraftKings. She has a takedown. That's 5 points. Bunch of
The
control
worst part
time.
here is because she needs to get a takedown so she can try to finish the fight, but she's probably not going to finish the fight that way in a takedown. So then a takedown does nothing for her, but she can't knock her out either. So this is a tough position for Michelle.
No, I think the only path is takedown and then just go bananas on top and hope the ref stops it.
She just tried for another takedown. That was a quick sprawl. Rodriguez does not want to get taken down.
I mean, Rodriguez legit looks good. Before the Hebos fight, she was kind of an unknown, really made a name for herself in these last two fights. So, big overhand by Waterson, but
yeah, Michelle. I mean, Michelle's landing some decent power, and she hasn't even. I mean, she hasn't really reacted. Rodriguez, so she's tough with him coming back too, so she can take him to give him as well.
What's funny though is we just saw Waterson shoot a fake takedown for an overhand. I feel like
that's like the fourth time shot. So the one that when you were reading the chat, she feinted a takedown, came up with an uppercut, and literally hit her right underneath the chin. So that's like her game plan to get this finish, I think, right now.
Yeah, so she's obviously been working on that, which is kind of annoying because why weren't you working on actual takedowns? You know what I mean? Like you're faking them for the feints, for the you want Marina to overcommit.
That would have been good if you got the takedowns in the first and second round.
Yeah, the faking takedowns only works if you're an actual threat to take her down, and she did take her down one time.
Yeah, now she's just got a minute left. She's just got to brawl. She's got to stand in the middle and brawl and hope.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Which is a lot easier said than done.
Michelle Waterson, if you're just tuning in now, she's down. It's the 5th round, 40 seconds left. She is down probably 4 rounds to 1, maybe 3 rounds to 2. Either way, she's about to lose this fight in 30 seconds. She looked good, meaning she's super tough.
Great value.
She had her moments, and as far as DraftKings is concerned, probably the best value on the card. I didn't look at some of the other underdog winners, but $7,000.
Well, I mean, we had Neil Magny. He was a big underdog.
How much did he cost?
$7,200.
All right, so then he might be the best value, and he was your lock of the week.
He was my lock of the week.
$7,000. I imagine Michelle Waterson scores 60, 70 points.
Well, let's see. I don't even know how much Neil Magny had. Neil Magny had 71 in a win. He was $7,200.
Michelle Waterson's somewhere around there. She's smiling. She's happy. She lost this fight for sure, but let's see what happens.
Oh, look, they're both holding each other's hands up. How cute. Look at that. Love to see the sportsmanship on that.
The masks are funny because everybody's been tested 100 times over. Did any of you in the chat get screwed with the Angela Hill-Hebos fight? Did any of you have her, either one of them, in your lineup still before it dropped? I'd be very curious to hear about that. We tried to warn you. We threw it out there as soon as we heard. We got some insider information. Put it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of it, YouTube. But did any of you get stuck holding the bag?
So I went, just quick, I went 5 for 6 this week. Just so you know.
What'd you lose?
Dawkins.
What's your, you don't know your total score yet.
No. But I'm going to finish lower than a lot of people, even though I went 5 for 6, I'm pretty sure.
Well, that's what's wild
Oh,
about
no,
DraftKings.
I'm not. It's going to be, Nick's going to get first, and I'm going to get second.
So Nick's lineup won the league. Nick
I
always.
think. It depends on how, it's going to be real close, because right now, Nick is 30 points behind Don, so he's going to make that up with the decision. But then the scoring of the final round is, look how close this is.
Yeah. Is Dan ahead of me? That bum. Dan, I'm so glad we didn't bet this week.
He did
Let's
comment
check the
about
chat.
Venmo. He did comment about the Venmo. Look, they showed that replay like it was a knockdown.
Well, there goes my money unless the judges screw this up. They will not screw it up. And see, she got kicked
look
it
at all
in.
the money I'm winning in DraftKings.
Oh, good. I'm glad we helped you, Jesse. I went 5 for 6 and missed Klein. Everybody missed Klein. First of all, I think the Klein decision was wrong.
Well, not everyone. Nick did not miss Klein.
Nick didn't, and Dan's insight was solid that that's going to be a much closer fight than people think. I'm not Venmoing you, Dan. We didn't bet this week. Dan thought that Trevano was much better than the line, and he was right. But I do think Klein got robbed.
I love Michelle Waterson, man.
She's fantastic.
Look, she's like she's holding Herb's hand. She's like trying to actually hold his hand. You see that? That was so funny. It was like a subconscious thing.
That is
like
funny.
he was grabbing his wrist, and she kept trying to just
Just
hold
a
his
nice
hand.
person.
Yeah, man, she's awesome. I love Michelle.
Settle down. This is a family show. She turned up the significant strikes the total strikes. So before we go, I'm going to check my Monkey Knife Fight. How did you guys do in Monkey Knife Fight? Check it real quick. I definitely made my money. Let's see. I hit Waterson over Cerrone. I hit Chukwu over Park. What are you showing me?
Just all of them. I just winning everything.
Yeah, Jacob's in the money in all his DraftKings lineups. If you're new here, thank you very much for the watch. It is appreciated. We do fight breakdowns every single week, Monkey Knife Fight breakdowns every single week, DraftKings breakdowns every single week, betting guides every single week. We literally do everything we could possibly do to help you make money any way that planet Earth will allow you to make money watching fights. So thank you for the watch. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. It's a small thing to do. It's super easy way to support us. If you're not a member and you want to become one, hit the join button. If you win the DraftKings League, we will give you $30 instead of $15. If you are watching K. Drahal, you won.
Well, it's
So
not.
Yeah, he won. You won. We owe you money. Reach out to us. If you're a subscriber, we'll give you 15. If you're a member, we'll give you 30. So click the join button. Double your money before you reach out. Everybody else, thank you so much. This was a ton of fun. This is my first time ever doing it. If you guys enjoyed this, we'll invest some money. We'll get some air conditioning in this freaking room, but we'll invest some money and we'll figure out how to make this more enjoyable for you, easier for us. So thank you everybody for the watch.
Johnny B, I took down first and attorney tonight. No excuses not to throw you guys a sub now. Hey, we appreciate it. That's all. I mean, that's all we ask. No big deal. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Johnny. Wait, so Johnny, are you K. Drahul? What's your DraftKings name? Yeah, thanks, Brent. Thanks, everybody else, man. Like, you guys were unbelievably supportive. Abezik, you're from Dallas. We're right next to Dallas. We're about 20 minutes outside of Dallas. So, thanks for joining. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Johnny B.
Lock of the week. Another lock of the week, guys.
It was only 1,700 though. All of you, genuinely appreciated. You know, the support is amazing. We've only been doing this for a few months, and you guys have come out to support us. We will not forget the OGs. We will blow up, and when we do, we're not going to forget you guys. Thank you very, very, very much. Yeah, and Jesse Kahea, before we leave, Jacob hit his lock of the week. Jesse appreciates it. So,
it's no surprise. Jesse
good job,
knows.
Jacob.
There's no surprise. There's
Good
no
job,
surprise in
Jacob.
lock of the week anymore. The people know. The people know what's going on. I would appreciate it, guys.